Bakovia used to be a star among cities. Historic, wealthy, and bustling with new businesses.
Ooh, somebody's behind on bills.
That star's been dying for a while.
Oh. He gonna
Crime's
do a
on the
moira.
rise. And with war brewing and the government tightening their grip, it's no surprise we're restless. Police might be keeping people safe, but there's only so much we can do about the seedy underbelly. With a prohibition, lawbreakers, criminals, and your everyday civilians are all forced into the same watering holes. Usually, it'd be my job to bust this place.
Wow.
But, maybe we can help one another.
I'm down for that.
This
Cheers.
place is more useful open. Especially when I have someone a lot more dangerous to catch than a few drunks. Ah, it looks like your first customers are arriving. Let's see if you can loosen their tongues.
Ooh.
I'll be waiting, bartender. Don't let me down.
So this is Best Served Cold. We got early access to the demo release a while back. I've been very, very, very excited to get into the full game of this because y'all know I love me a murder mystery. I got my notebook ready on hand for note taking. I don't know if I need to take notes, but these types of games, you know, every detail matters, and especially since I'm getting into the you know, the spirit of the whole Prohibition Speakeasy vibe, I figure I might as well write stuff down and be better safe than sorry. I don't know if it's within my best interest to be a little sloshed while investigating, but we're gonna make it work. Uh-oh! Oh no, girly. Uh-oh, spaghetti-o. Oh. They gon' do a moira. The suspense. The drama. So here for it. Y'all know I love me some murder mystery games. I've been practically itching to get my hands on this. Case 0. Okay, the last drop. Monday. Oh, this is Vincent. He's in a bad mood. Oh dear. The hazy overhead lights in your speakeasy buzz to life as the bookshop above you closes for the day. The bookshop owner and your landlord, Vincent takes a seat at the bar and begins mumbling to himself. Yeah, maybe this was a bad idea. What a day, Tsar in literature is Providence bound in leather, but to my customers, my books may as well be doorstops. Everything all right, Mr. Fleur? Clearly not. If I ordered a cart of fools and received just one of my customers, I would have gotten my money's worth. Well, we both know why I'm here. I need a drink, so dazzle me. Oh, no, excuse me. I gotta... so... dazzle me. Alright. Well, if you say so. What would you like? Ooh. Some days your customers will be in a bad mood. This can also be caused by serving them a ruined drink or by choosing dialogue options that upset or anger them. When a customer is in a bad mood, it is shown here in the bottom left. Thankfully, serving a customer their favorite drink will lift their spirits and cure their bad mood. Ooh. Press the serve button in the bottom right to start making Vincent a drink. This is a bad idea. Like, when we played the demo back in February, I remember I had the idea of like, oh, maybe we'll like make some of these drinks as we go on through the game. Clearly just my own concoctions are enough. If I actually made like a real cocktail, oh boy, I'd be on the floor. All right. Let's see. Customers will usually avoid discussing unpleasant topics when in a bad mood. You'll have to cure it before you can interrogate them. As you get to know your clients better, make sure to learn what their favorite drink is. You can always ask them what they like to get a hint. Ooh. Let's see if we can cheer you up. That's the spirit. S-P-I-R-I-T. Vincent loves the Eastern Ruby, and we want to lift his spirits and cure his bad mood. So let's select Eastern Ruby in the list to start making his favorite cocktail. Ooh, the Eastern Ruby is whiskey, sugar syrup, lemon juice, red wine, ice cubes, and a cherry. Oh. To successfully mix a drink, you will need to add all the necessary ingredients to the shaker by passing through them with the arrow, following along the lines in the direction it is pointing. Once you start following the path, you will need to keep up the pace as a red arrow will start following you. Make sure it doesn't catch up with you before you reach the end of the path or the drink will be ruined. I do remember some of how to play the game. I do distinctly remember that I did not finish the demo because I liked what I was playing so much that I wanted the rest of whatever the demo entailed to be a first experience upon full release. All right, here we go. Making the sounds definitely helps. Yes, yes. Ooh. Cheers. Oh. I don't know if I want to take a sip every time I successfully mix a drink. That sounds like a recipe for disaster. But we'll see how we go. Well done! Vincent is no longer in a bad mood, and he's even gained more affection towards you. Oh. The more a customer likes a certain drink you give them, the more their affection towards you increases. Their favorite drink will reward the most affection. Customers will not appreciate being served a bad drink. If you fail to properly mix a cocktail, customers will be displeased, and you will lose all but one action for the remainder of the conversation. Ooh. You know me too well. This is my absolute favorite. When I was looking for a bartender to run this place, I hoped for someone as good as you, but didn't expect it. Especially with your background. This place could have become naught but cloudy moonshine and rough customers, yet you are already proving to be more than that. Supply lines for alcohol are fraught, so you'll have to adapt your drinks menu to circumstance. I'm trying so hard to read. My eyes already a little bit... Listen, I can barely comprehend the English language while sober. I'm gonna be so for real. But a recent shipment of vodka from Rusalka came into my possession, and as such, some old classic cocktails are on the menu once more. Lucky me, I suppose. Anything else? Ah, yes, I nearly forgot. A friendly warning, perhaps? My favorite gentleman's club is abuzz with chat about a crackdown on speakeasies. My companions have warned me that the local constabulary, stab, 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 is looking to make an example of the flagrant lawbreakers. Ooh, I see. It is unlikely they would target my establishment, and I have friends in the constabulary, but you should take precautions nonetheless. I feel like I'm pronouncing that word wrong, but that's okay. Try not to irritate anyone who might incriminate us, and don't compromise on drink quality. I'd imagine most speakeasies are brought down by dissatisfied customers with loose tongues. I'll be careful. Sir, yes, sir. Good. You see, there's a reason I bring all this up. Vincent reaches into his inner coat pocket and pulls out a folded newspaper. He spreads it on the bar top so that you can read the headline. Speakeasy guest found dead. Ah! Hold up. Wait. Wait, hold on. Let me... Speakeasy guest found dead! That would have been funnier with the bit if I could have been quicker on the sound effect, but you know what? It's fine. In the early hours of the morning, the body of an as-of-yet unidentified young woman was found in an alley off the Bukovi Boulevard. Bukovi police has since released a statement confirming that the crime took place outside a speakeasy and that the proprietors, as well as several guests, have been detained for questioning. This murder is almost certainly the latest in a string of crimes committed on and around the boulevard by the so-called Bukovi killer. Citizens are urged not to attend these illegal establishments for their own safety and to inform local law enforcement if they suspect any illegal activity is taking place. Got it. Don't get too bothered by all this tittle-tattle. I'm certain these murders are fabricated by puritanical bureaucrats on the city council. Oh, that's kind of a dick move. Well, Fabricated? I believe so, yes. With the prohibition in full force, perhaps the politicians create a serial killer boogeyman to keep people out of speakeasies. It's just like the old fairy tales about demons in the woods. The claws of the strigoi. Strigoi. That sounds like strigoi. Snatching the unwary and pulling them into the darkness. He takes a long sip of his drink and sets it down on the table, his fingers nervously rattling on the glass. A murder at a speakeasy doesn't mean visiting one is dangerous, but I wonder if those who indulge in tabloid rumors can grasp that fact. I mean, I don't know. Hearing that someone got murdered and immediately pushing it as some type of conspiracy theory, I don't know. That seems like, in my professional opinion, a dick move. So, you know, you're lucky you seem nice and got a neat mustache. Anyway, I imagine the authors will be paying closer attention to venues like ours. They think we offer safe haven to vagabonds and scoundrels, but all we want is to kindle the dying flames of conversation. Imagine their surprise when they see the depth and breadth of fine gentlemen and ladies who will frequent our establishment. So that's also the thing, since this game is not voice acted, there will likely be times where I try to differentiate the voices of the people with very badly done accents and, you know, this and that. So, fair warning, you have been warned. If you're offended by bad accents and overacting, now's your time to make your exit. But heed my words, friend, be on your guard. And also, they're probably not going to be very consistent, especially with the and the you know. But, you know, we're here for a good time, and a good time we shall have. I will. Run Bukovi Boulevard, so the locals are a mixed bag. Consider the customers carefully. My friends especially are people of culture and arts. There's no doubt in my mind that some shady characters will show up, but I'd imagine most will be harmless. I'd hope so, anyway. A mix of high and low society makes for a good blend. Honey and lemon, wine and cheese, crackers, that sort of thing. Jokes aside, do be careful, bartender. I've invested a lot of money in this place, and while it's yours to use, I don't expect to be sweeping up eyeballs and teeth at the end of the night. Understood. One more thing. We both know this is your last chance. Oh. I went out on a limb to give you this opportunity, and I've turned a blind eye to your past troubles. What do we do? Make sure those troubles stay in the past and keep your nose clean. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I get it. If you follow my rules, you'll be under my protection, and I promise I'll keep you safe. One hand washes the other. All right, we have a deal. Good, good. Thank you for the libations. I should return home. I hope business goes well tonight. Well, see you, Vincent. All right. Every day, we'll bring a different group of customers to your speakeasy. It's a big place, so look left and right to check for any customers seated on the edges of the room. You can click on a customer to call them over for a chat at the bar. Let's try it out on this mysterious woman in the back. Ooh. Energetic girl. The woman takes a seat looking exhausted. Oh, that doesn't sound very energetic. She squints at you like she can't decide if you're a friend or foe. Rough day. You have no idea. Although you're on your feet all day serving people with too much money, so maybe you have some idea. Grundown Heights is fully booked, so me and everyone else in the laundry service are run off our feet. There's nothing like changing hotel bed sheets during a spice traders symposium. Do you know how frustrating it is to have a fat, bald old man explain the logistics of his spice trading company and how it made him rich, and he's doing that while you change his sweaty bed sheets? I can guess. Sometimes I push my face into a pillow and scream so loud I feel like I'm going to crack the walls. But then I stop, and nothing has changed. Sounds like you need a drink. Yes, something that feels like being slapped in the face with a slice of lime. A slice of lime wrapped around a cricket bat. Oh, that's some imagery there. I trust your judgment. Ooh, what flavor do you like? Right now, I'm craving something spiced. Okay. Spiced and with lime. You lift a clean glass from the tray and place it on the table. One drink coming up. I'm so excited, and I just can't hide it. Okay. There are several indicators to the right of each cocktail that provide some more information about the drink in question, including whether your customer likes it or not. A question mark means you don't yet know how they feel about this cocktail, while a star means it's their favorite. Customers will also have drinks they like with the plus sign, and ones they feel neutral about with a negative sign or a dash or minus sign. I know math. I was an English major. I know math terms. This is fine. This information gets updated every time you serve a customer a new drink. Serving liked and favorite drinks will improve your relationship with a customer faster than a neutral one. This red squiggle indicates the smoothness of the drink, which determines how long a customer is willing to stay and talk after being served. In other words, how many actions you will be able to take during the following dialogue. Every new topic you discuss will cost you 1 action. Once the action counter runs out, customers will leave the bar, so don't forget to serve them a drink whenever you talk to them. Customers can be called back as long as you have actions remaining, but can only be served once a day. Okay. I try to remember all this. Meanwhile, the alcohol percentage shows how alcoholic a drink is. The higher the percentage, the more intoxicated the customer will get. Some questions will require a certain level of intoxication to loosen a customer's lips, but be careful, a customer that becomes inebriated will go home. Alcohol tolerance will vary from customer to customer. Oh my god, I'm gonna try really hard to remember all of this, but it's probably gonna be very hit or miss. Now you know the power the bartender holds. The better your drink fits the customer's taste, the more affection you will receive. You can also affect a customer's mood, as well as how talkative they will be after you serve them. Now let's make her a drink, shall we? So she likes the Copper Bullet. Vodka, lime juice, ginger ale, ice cubes, mint leaf, lime slice. Okay. Well then, we still don't know her name yet. Hopefully she introduces herself here shortly. Yeah, it seems like the drink-making mechanic itself is pretty easy. I'm gonna knock on wood, though. I don't know if this desk is made of wood. I hope it is. But it is very possible, I would imagine, that maybe the drink-making mechanic gets more difficult, like the red arrow maybe gets faster if the longer the game goes on. I don't know. Oh, damn, this is perfect. Don't let me have too many of these. After a long shift, my brain is buzzing. I can't just go home with all this fuzz in my head. When the Prohibition closed the bars and clubs, everything else got more expensive. An opera ticket costs a month's rent. And with everything being so busy... Why is it so busy? Well, there's the Spice Merchant Symposium, but there's some big show going on as well. Everyone's wearing their fanciest threads, the women in those sparkly dresses and their heeled shoes. Looks like torture to me. Oh, me too. At the hotel, I only see the clothes lying on the floor, stained with peppercorn sauce, coffee, nicotine, and worse. At least the folk going to the shows are clean. I guess I clean up fewer wine stains now, so maybe the Prohibition isn't all bad. She downs her drink, wiping her mouth for any spills. Woo! Oh, she's a woo girl. I'll take that as a compliment. This watering hole is new, right? That weird old guy put me onto this place. How old? Dunno, 50s, balding, bit pudgy. She's talking about Vincent. That's the landlord. Well, he might be weird and old, but this place is all right. What do you call it? The Nightcap. The Nightcap, huh? Funny name. I'm Clara, by the way. I have a real hard time keeping up with people's names on a regular basis. Mind if I just call you bartender? You don't seem too prissy about the type of customers you get. Grundown Heights has 3 hotel bars, but I didn't fit in at any of them, even when they served booze. The staff bar was all drunken bellhops, the mid-bar was full of posers, and the Spire Lounge would charge me a fortune for just looking at the drinks menu. This place feels a bit more varied in its clientele. You got all sorts in here. We're all equal when we walk through those doors. Her smile is warm and she nods a little, like she just made up her mind about you. I can get on board with that. Good. Well, I should be heading back. I got Bartitsu sparring classes and a shift tomorrow, and if I don't get a good sleep, both of those are gonna beat the stuffing out of me. Take care. I guess. Okay. Now that everyone has been spoken to, let's end the day by using the bell. Click the bell on the counter to signal to all customers to leave and to head home. You can also use it to end the day early when you don't feel like speaking to all the customers. Ding! Fries are done. Tuesday! Ooh. An awkward gentleman. A new customer takes a seat at the bar. He takes a slow look around the room, and then at you, and then around the room, and then back at you, and then around the room, and then back at you. We know who this guy is. He was in the intro, but I'm gonna pretend I don't know nothing. I don't know nothing. He glances back at the entrance a few times, like he expects someone to sneak in after him, and then glances around the bar, and then back at the entrance, and then back at you, and then around the bar, and then around the entrance, and then back at you. Sorry, I'm being a real shitter right now. The man doesn't hesitate to tap the bar, demanding the attention you're already giving him. What can I get you? How does this place work? Just like a regular bar, no butlers or whatever? I just want a drink. Anything in particular? I don't care. You choose. Alright. So he has nothing in particular that he wants. Okay, then we can get him whatever we feel like. Oh. Eeny, meeny, miny, you. I don't even know what I clicked on. Night count? Ooh. La 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 la. I probably should have read the description for the drink, because I have no idea what I'm serving him. But that's okay. He apparently doesn't care. Oh well. Ooh. I was initially skeptical. Take two. I was initially skeptical about the prohibition, but drinks this strong ludicrously prove it may have been the best decision. Oh. I'm sorry. You've probably guessed that I'm here for more than a drink. We have business. Oh, did I pick a strong drink by accident? Oopsies. He sets down today's newspaper, but rather than turning it as Vincent did yesterday, he lets the heavy page land with a thud. Music is getting suspenseful. Bukovi killer's latest victim finally identified. Young gambler murdered outside Speakeasy. Oh no. The headline reads, latest Bukovi Boulevard victim identified. In a statement to the press this morning, Bukovi police finally released the name of the latest victim in the string of murders by the so-called Bukovi killer. The body of 23-year-old Natalia Reed, a native Sarin and lifetime resident of Bukovi, was found yesterday in an unnamed alley off Bukovi Boulevard at 6 in the morning by a local resident heading out for work. Police have since confirmed that the crime took place outside a speakeasy known as The Last Drop. Hey, that's the name of the case. Which the victim, a junior accountant, was known to frequent in her off time to drink and gamble. The illegal business has since been shut down, resulting in several arrests. Police Commissioner Aldia urges the public to be careful and to come forward with any information that may aid the police in their ongoing investigation as the perpetrator remains at large. Ooh. Natalia Reed's family has declined to comment. Her employer, Mark Weaver, says only that he assumes she was just late again. Oh. Have you encountered anyone acting strangely at this establishment? No, we've had one whole customer. I guess two now, including you. Not really. I doubt that. None. Really? There's a lot of unusual behavior around right now. Did you read the news yesterday? Speakeasy guest found dead. And since you just served me alcohol, that would make this place a speakeasy. Exactly. He reaches into his pocket and pulls out a badge. His name reads Constable Hugo Mertens! Oh! He's with the police. Oh, balls. Well, he waits a moment to make sure you understand the gravity of the situation. I'm investigating a series of murders that took place outside established speakeasies. Are you gonna shut us down? Speakeasies are, at the moment, one of the only leads I have. I may never say this again, but your business needs to stay open. The killer is using locations like yours, so one of your patrons could be a killer. And you need my help. You'll be helping yourself. If your clientele keeps getting murdered, well, that's not great for business. Yeah, you know, that is true. For a time, your establishment has protection from me and from the rest of the constabulary. This place is no longer a bar. It's a hunting ground where I will catch a killer. With your help. Ooh. Your first assignment is to interview these drunkards and find out if any of them frequented that speakeasy where we found Natalia Reed. Do that, and I might just extend your time a bit longer so we can figure out who's behind all this. Well, I'm guessing there's no opt-out. He shakes his head softly, then pulls the badge from the table and places it back into his inside pocket. I did my homework. I know who you are. Just think of it this way. As a reformed citizen, you should be more than happy to help out. What did we do? Oh, I understand. Let's just go along with it. Can't resist. Does have us in a bit of a pickle. You might not be too fond of the constabulary, but you have to be realistic. Right now, we want the same thing. I'll do it. Good. Any questions? How do I investigate? You interrogate everyone at your bar and ask the right questions. Get to know them, make them willing to talk. A glass of alcohol might loosen their tongue. I suggest you keep track of your findings in a notebook or something. I got one right here, yeah. I also see you have an unused pinboard in the room behind you. Oh. You being a nosy Ned? Detectives at the station like to use those to keep their minds organized. Visualizing connections makes them easier to understand. That's also kind of why I wanted to take notes, even if it might not be entirely necessary. Like, writing down information kind of helps reinforce it in my brain. Alright, I'll give it a try after my shift. Good. Any questions? Where should I start? Give me a solid lead on the people in this establishment who were present at the same speakeasy where Natalia Reed was found. As a former criminal, I'm sure you know ways of making people talk. There's no doubt in my mind your less savory connections might know more. Once you prove you're capable of collecting this information, I'll accept I'm not wasting my time. From there, I can divulge a bit more about the case. Alright, I'll see what I can do. Alright. You're part of this now. Time is short and I expect something solid from you soon. Speaking with customers will provide you with clues about the current case. These clues can be reviewed in your notebook at any time. Oh, this is just going all over the place. Using the Show Clue buttons lets you present a clue from your notebook to the customers you're currently talking to, letting you ask them for more information or confront them with evidence. Presenting clues to customers is crucial to uncovering new evidence to solve your case. Helpful customers be able to spot lies, provide new information, or provide an alibi. But be careful. Showing certain people confrontational evidence may just affect their mood. Oh. This case is the highest priority and you're on the clock. If we don't have the killer in 2 weeks, this gets kicked upstairs to the Confederated Force. If that happens, my career's in tatters and your bar is finished. Let's make sure that doesn't happen. 2 weeks to prove we are not children playing detectives. 2 weeks to save our careers and our reputations. 2 weeks to make our streets safe and save some lives while we're at it. No pressure. Yeah, really, no pressure, though. Oh boy! Well... great. Oh, hello. Peter Wagner enters your bar. You recognize him by the scar in his cheek. It's been a while, and you don't quite know if you're ready to see him again. Ooh. Peter and I have... history. Wow, then. Anyway, he takes a seat, looking you in the eye. You can't quite tell if he recognizes you. You hope he doesn't. Welcome to the Nightcap. Creative location for a speakeasy. The filth are looking for old bars opening up again, not basements owned by bookworms. Make me a real drink so I can forget all the weak cat piss they serve in the stacks. If memory serves, you make a good cocktail, though usually a bit sweet for my taste. Miss me, Peter? Every day! Was crying myself to sleep on a pillow soaked through with tears. You feel the same, I imagine. Sure. He raises his eyebrows and shoves a few coins your way. Let's see how this new job of yours is working out, eh? Any flavor I can work in there that you like? Going all sweet on me now? Well, I like a hint of coffee to go with my drink. Let's see how this new job of yours is working out, eh? Alright, so he likes coffee, but does not like sweet. Peter leans low and his chin rests on the bar, the light catching the long scar on his cheek. His eyes twinkle as he looks up at you. Let's see if I can remember what you like. Let's see indeed. Okay. So we have the wake-up call, which has coffee liqueur and sugar syrup. That might not be it. He also said a hint of coffee, so maybe the coffee liqueur and the coffee beans might be a bit much, and the espresso. Let's do a cold winter vodka, coffee liqueur, cream, coffee powder, and ice cubes. Yeah. La 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 la. There we go. Hopefully that's a good one. I'm trying my best here. Ooh, perfect mix. This career shift is starting to make sense. You have talent. So you're a bartender now. Well, that's an odd one. But if you want to pull a curtain over your past, I'll go along with it. Peter's a criminal. More specifically, he's an enforcer for the feared crime lord Carla. But as long as you don't owe money, insult him, or spill his drink, you should be fine. Strange how that face with the frightening scar can light up a room when he smiles. Oh, that doesn't happen often. How can someone so dangerous be so charming? Oh my god!
Let me in, I'm trying to fuck! Let me in, I'm trying to fuck! Let me in.
Dang! Even like narratively, we kinda got it going on for Peter. Thanks. Your rival Speakeasies ain't too appealing. I can see why you're getting busier. The other places either turn away anyone without a duchy, or they hose the blood off the dance floor tonight. The last job was the only one I could appreciate, but it got shut down a few days ago. Ooh. And what's your job these days? My collar is blue, and I work with my hands a lot. Some of the other fellas in my line of work have a bit too much fun for my tastes. You don't like your colleagues? I reckon my job ain't good or bad. It's neutral. Cause and effect and all that. What I do is a natural result of the system we all live in and the deals people make. I don't get it. I take no responsibility for what happens to the folks I collect from. They knew the deal they was getting into when they took the money. But even though I don't feel bad for them, that don't mean I want to go drinking with gorillas like me who laugh about smashing open some indebted shopkeeper's skull. He takes a final long sip of his drink and sets the empty cup down on the table. You're not a complete monster. I'm just Peter. I'm just kidding. I play my part without prejudice or pleasure. Like I said, cause and effect. Now, if you'll excuse me, this drink has had an effect on me and I need to take care of that. Alright. Well then. Okay, so we got this lady here, or we got a gentleman, y'all can't see behind my face, sitting real sad looking over here. Gloomy priest. A miserable looking man sits down at the bar. A big cloud follows him. Once he has your attention, he peruses the drinks stacked behind you. What can I get you? I never understand all these names. Something strong, please. If I'm doing something wrong, I might as well do it right. My man! Anything besides strong? Not really. Just strong. Oh. Alright. Mr. Holy Man wants to get sloshed. Alright. You lift a clean glass from the tray and place it on the table. He takes a short breath. What does the goddess want you to order? Just make me a drink, quickly, and with fewer jokes. Okay, so he wants something strong. Highest alcohol percentage I can see is this one. It's 7%. I think that's the one that I randomly served the detective. Oops. That's my bad. Oh well. Oh god. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, whoa, whoa. Oh, God in a bad romance. Got a little hung up there and almost made a bad drink. Oh shit. The world is spinning and my worries have become as blurred as my vision. Exactly why I came here. That doesn't sound like a good thing. He shrugs, places the glass back against his lips, and downs the rest. When the glass is empty, he wags his finger for you to refill it. How about we start with your name? John. You really don't know who I am? I'm Father Lacey, but you can call me John. I'm a priest at the church up the road. This guy's giving Eeyore vibes. Maybe it's the voice I'm kind of giving him with the real gloomy, somber type deal, but you know. You know this is alcoholic. We are permitted. Besides, how could the goddess resent a priest drinking in this city? Is that bad? If you took confessions too, you wouldn't ask. Oh, he's in a bad mood now. Uh-oh, quick, give him another one. What do people confess? Everything you can imagine and more. I used to have faith in humanity. Oh, well, here you go. Drink up, my guy. Thank you. I'll be back soon. Godspeed, John. He downs the rest and stands up, tips his head, and takes his leave. Ugh. Well, let's go ahead and talk with this fancy pants looking lady. Extravagant lady. An obscenely glamorous woman wipes the stool clean before gingerly sitting on it. After a moment, she checks her lipstick in a pocket mirror. That's all, folks. Clearly, I don't need another drink. After a moment, she checks her lipstick in a pocket mirror before readjusting her coat. She leans forward to meet your gaze. Welcome. It's certainly cushy down here. To think of this grand a place below a bookstore. How very Vincent. You know Vincent? Yes, he's the man who invited me. He probably mentioned I'd be showing up. He's quite the fan. Her nails tap rhythmically to some invisible music. You can't tell if she's waiting for you to say something in particular. Vincent hasn't mentioned you. No, he must have. Carmine, Olivia. There's probably some kind of list I'm on. A VIP kind of affair. I'm an actress / singer / radio host. If you haven't heard of me, you've certainly heard my voice. Her voice is silky and delicate like a silver bell. You don't mind listening to it even though it drips with audacity. Yes, that Olivia Carmine. How silly of me. Yes, Vincent mentioned you. See, we all need a little push to jog our memories sometimes. Yes, don't mind me. I was just sampling the merchandise. Silly me, just losing my memory. Perhaps you heard about the time I saved a performance of Dandies and Dames at the Classic Grand. Maybe. The stagehand forgot to leave a prop gun on stage. I ended up singing bang bang noises to finish the performance. The audience loved it. The director went along with it. The show got middling reviews, but I was praised for my quick thinking and my coolness under pressure. Under pressure. Can I get you a drink? Are you buying, darling? Putting it on my tab. I'll be here often. I eagerly await your performance, bartender. Anything specific you fancy? Something fruity. I love tropical fruits in particular. Okay, girlie loves a fruity cocktail, just like me. Ooh. You lift a glass from the stack and place it in front of Olivia. Let's pour you something fabulous. Thank you, darling. My throat is absolutely parched. All right, tropical fruits. I'm thinking the Pirate's Joy with pineapple juice, white rum, coconut cream, pineapple slice, cherry, and ice cubes. We'll go with that and hope that it's correct. Sounds correct. Honestly, I could maybe fuck with that. I'm not too big on coconut personally. Love me some pineapple juice and drinks though. Ooh. Yeah. Astonishing, flawless, incredible, divine. Absolutely brilliant use of everything. Inspirational, honestly. What a day. Oh, did I tell you about my radio career? She doesn't wait for an answer. Instead, she leans forward and curls her finger to pull you close. Well, today, I spent the majority of my time reading contracts. I'm starting my own show, you see. Something daring. Something bold. Something that'll knock the socks right off my listeners. I'm calling it Chamomile and Carmine. Classy, right? Absolutely sure. She definitely seems like the type that just wants to be endlessly praised. You're one of the first to hear about it, but well, I suppose I let my mouth run when I'm a little tipsy, so more will find out soon. Ha! Picture me in my sultry voice, broadcast nationwide to the people of Sara, even the poor folks who can't make it to my stage performances. I'm so excited. Congratulations, I guess. Good things happen to good people, you know. Sure. Olivia swirls the last bit of her drink and takes a long sip. She wipes her mouth with a tissue before setting the empty glass down beside your hand. Thank you for the drink. I will be back, though hopefully soon, so you won't have to wait too long to hear my voice. Kisses! With a slight stumble, she pushes herself up, winks at you, and takes her leave. See you soon. Well, there's everybody. We'll go ahead and end the day. Ooh, at the end of each day, you return to your home office. Is that a picture of Vincent before he went bald? Oh my god. Focus. Where you can review your clues on the clue board and try to make new deductions. Besides structuring your thoughts, the clue board also has another very important function. Some clues can be connected to form new evidence. Spotted a contradiction or two pieces of evidence that tell you something about the same person or event? Try combining them. You can combine two clues by connecting their pins with a red string. To place a clue you have found on the board, simply click and drag them over from the clue list to the right. Clues on the board can be arranged as you wish to help you in your investigation. Ooh, okay, so we have the last drop, which was the location of the murder, and Peter's favorite Speakeasy. At any point, you can remove a clue from the board by dragging and dropping it back in the clue list, should you feel a piece of information is no longer important. The two clues you have right now seem to be related, don't they? Let's try linking them together. Click one of the pins, then drag the string to the other clue's pin. See what happens! Oh my gosh, we got Peter's street smarts. Peter frequented the last drop, the speakeasy where Natalia Reed's murder took place before it was shut down. You should be able to tell me who else went there to drink and if any of them visit the nightcap. Ooh. Congratulations, you've created a new combined clue. Combined clues are key to your investigation. Building a solid case will hinge on making these connections. Asking your customers about these new clues will often lead you to new insights as well. Not all clues can be combined, of course, but if you're ever stuck, try and see if there are any new deductions you can make. To proceed to the next day, click on the coat rack to the side. Wednesday. Ooh, oh, quite a few people here. Well, look who's still open. In a world of dwindling light, you're a beacon in the night. I don't plan on closing anytime soon. Now press the show clue button to open the notebook and present him with the new combined clue. Yeah, Peter, I gotta talk to you about your street smarts. Yes, let's present that. The story about the broad that got iced at a speakeasy? What about it? What do you think happened? You read the story. I'm sure the journos did a great job. They always do. Don't be like that. I want your opinion. You're fishing, and for what? I got nothing for you. You and me both know how this show plays out. The papers spin the same stories, the hoi polloi get all worked up, and ain't no one got the real facts, except for the ones who know to keep their mouths shut. And folk who say the city council are fabricating the killings. Vincent. They got their heads screwed on wrong. Bukovia officials can barely patch a hole in the road, far less stage a murder. I know a professional job when I see one, and this ain't professional. But it was done by someone who has experience, someone who planned it out real careful, and who's done it before. Did you visit that speakeasy? Yes. And? Plenty of folk went there, so don't go making any inferences. You know where the line is. No need to see what happens if you step over. Oh, I would never, Peter. Who else went there? Hard to tell. Was a mixed crowd. Let me think. Alina Dragos? Dragos? The type of rich blonde who don't want nothing to do with me. Last year she made it big thanks to her daddy winning the jackpot at a poker tourney. Elliot, the sour-faced alcoholic who popped in occasionally. If he was in school, I'd beat the snot out of him and take his milk money. I still might. And Killian Durand, the rich kid with the baby face and the soft hands. You take a roll call? That I am. Gonna write those dames now. Those dames now. I'm gonna write the dames now. I'm doing great. If this bartending gig doesn't work out, I suggest a job as an intrepid reporter. What do you think of that, Scoops? I was just curious. Asking for no particular reason at all. When you don't feel like asking a customer any further questions, you can always press the leave button in the bottom right to exit a conversation regardless of how many actions you have left. However, if you still have questions for Peter, you can simply continue your conversation. Oh, I definitely want to talk to Peter some more. Let's catch up, just like the old days. Ooh. We should maybe serve him a drink first? Can we ask him again what his preferences are? I like proper drinks, something pure like vodka. Anything else? Coffee helps, keeps me sharp in the wee hours. You work late? You know I do. Nothing good happens in the morning, so best I sleep through it. I get a lot more done while everyone else is asleep and out of my way. Despite the name, a cold winter usually keeps me warm during those long nights. I remember. Alright, so it did say that if we get our patrons a touch tipsy, then that'll give us more actions, because currently we only have Juan. And I would like to have more than Juan. I want to hang out with Peter some more. A drink, Peter? Maybe just one. You don't want my lips loosening. Who knows what I'll say? Oh, I want a lot of things from your lips. No, focus! We got a job to do! Damn! Anyway. Cold winter. Yes. This is probably a cocktail I would really, really hate because I hate the taste of coffee. I'm not all into the dirt water. I don't like coffee. I don't like tea. I'm not a fan. Yeah! Oh! We passed the first level of affection! This career shift is starting to make sense. You have talent. Let's catch up, just like the old days. Ooh, we got 2 extra actions now. So let's ask him about work. We'll start casual. Sure, I'll play along with this amnesia of yours. My job is the same as ever. I'm a problem solver, and the problem I solve is this. What do you do when someone who owes money stops paying you? Oh. I make sure agreements are kept and no one breaks their word. In a way, I'll help all parties involved, because one way or another, the deal they made won't be broken. Oh, now he looks all forlorn. And where possible, I hope my business never involves my friends. Business is never personal for me, but the way I do business, some people take it real personal. Understood. Alright, we got 2 more actions, so we might as well clear the board here. No, anything about Natalia Reed? Shame about her accident. Her murder. Murder then. I saw her here and there, and I reckon it's real odd that she got iced. Why odd? She didn't seem like the victim type, you know? Can you elaborate? He tilts his head for a moment, and you see his eyebrows shift, giving you a knowing look. She was confrontational, fearless. Most people are intimidated by me, but she brushed me off. She brushed off my employer a few times too. Oh. So Peter really did know her, huh? Usually the ones that end up victims are the ones who don't fight back. Even drunk, she'd probably put up a good fight. Really? I reckon so. Killed from behind, right? Whoever struck her probably thought they couldn't take her in a fight. The police, or whoever is holding your leash, should be looking at cowards. That's what you should be investigating. You're investigating? Who says I'm investigating? Me? Investigating? I don't know what you're talking about. You're asking a lot of questions. People with our background know better. No one ever got iced for asking too few questions. Alright. Hey, if you got someone pulling your chain, I get it. Someone holding something over you, I guess. I mean, I'm literally running an illegal business. What do you think? Maybe. Don't be coy. We go way back, so I get it. Right. Okay. So between us, I assume you never went legit? Let's both assume I'm not in the mood for this conversation right now. Ask me again when your words are as sweet as the booze. Well, I won't go home, but I can't stay here. Make sure you don't get into any mischief while I'm gone. That's my job. Oh my god, I love him. Let's have a peek at our notebook real quick. Look at the clues we got. Let's see. Potential patrons. Peter confirmed that he saw several of my customers at the last drop before it was shut down. Alina, Elliot, and Killian all frequented the Speakeasy where the murder took place. Hugo would be very interested in this information. Oh, we gotta tell Hugo that. I don't think... yeah, I don't see him here today. I'll have to wait until he stops by, I guess. Alright, what else we got? Peter's job. Peter is still employed in the criminal underworld as a debt collector, ensuring his employers, usually loan sharks, get a return on their investments. Oh. So who shall we talk to next? Let's talk with this surly-looking lonely gentleman here. Ooh. A moody-looking man sits down. He takes a deep breath and hunches over the bar, avoiding eye contact. Long day?
Every day is the same length. Can I get a cocktail?
Sure. As your hand moves to grip a glass, he holds his palms up, stopping you.
Wait! Please make sure it's a clean glass.
All our glasses are clean.
I'm sure, but I've had bad experiences. Smudges and such.
Oh no, not a smudge. One glass, no smudges.
Good. I'll have that cocktail. I'm waiting.
Any particular flavors you enjoy?
Nothing too fruity. I don't like seeds or pith in my mouth. Maybe something minty.
Okay, mint, no fruit. Ooh, and he's starting out in a bad mood too. Well, we probably should make that worse then. You lift a clean glass from the tray and place it on the table. The man closely inspects it and gives a reassuring nod. Coming right up.
Hope it's good.
Okay, mint, no fruit. Mint, no fruit. Maybe a mint punch? Possibly? It has a lemon slice, though. There's also the copper bullet. But that's got lime juice in it. I think maybe the mint punch is our best bet. Hopefully... Well, we saved before this. Worst case scenario, he hates it and we try again. I'm not above save scumming. Especially in games like this where one bad decision can ruin the entire case.
Oh,
I'm not much of a mint girly either.
that's a nice drink.
Oh, now he's in a good mood. Yay!
Clean glass, crisp taste.
You watch him down the rest. When the glass is empty, he wipes it carefully with his sleeve, making sure to clean the rim where his lips were. Oh, this is Elliot. Okay. That's a little weird that he wiped the glass when he was done. Okay. Are you a big drinker?
And there's not much else to do in Bakovy. To be honest, I'm not usually out on days like these, but my date got canceled. Are you open the whole weekend?
Yeah, we are.
Good. That's when I usually need a drink. I'm Elliot, by the way. I live a few streets over.
I don't know if this is exactly a matching voice for this guy. I kind of feel like it suits him, though. Nice to meet you, Elliot. Can I get you another drink?
No, I should head home. Thanks a lot for the drink. I'll be back soon.
All right, then. So we know Elliot now. Okay. Oh, we got a group with a lot of people here. Okay. Eeny, meeny, miny, you. Blonde lady. A young woman sits casually at the bar. Before she says a word, she looks at the list of drinks on the wall behind you, a tad confused. Evening. Hello. What can I get you? I don't know what I'm feeling today. I want something strong, but I'm also craving something sweet. What can you do? I can try and help you make up your mind. Ah, that'd probably help. Okay, let's roll the dice. Surprise me. What did you like again? I want something strong, but I'm also craving something sweet. Okay. Strong and sweet. Let's make it something nice. Looking forward to it. Okay. Strong and sweet. Strong and sweet. Strong and sweet. Strong and sweet. What's considered strong, though? Maybe an Eastern Ruby, possibly? It's got a percentage of 5. Hey, that does look real good, though. Well, I definitely don't hate it. Thanks. Have you been open long? Not particularly. I thought this place seemed new. Below a bookshop, too. I feel like I might start slipping into a bit of a southern voice for her, even though I think we're supposed to be in, like, alternate reality UK type area. I used to come here to buy books when I was a kid, whenever my father gave me pocket money. Either way, consider me sold, I guess. How'd you afford somewhere on the boulevard? Vincent owns this place. Right. Anyway, I'm Alina. Oh, so we've met 2 out of our 3 potential suspects. I brought a few friends along and we're already a bit tipsy if you haven't noticed already. She didn't have to tell you that. They reek of booze. You hide it well. Yeah, we found a bottle in the basement and we're celebrating our friend's birthday. Anyway, I'm gonna go look for my friends. I hope they haven't wandered off. Take care. Alright, you too. Alright, so theoretically we can call her back at any time, I suppose. Well, might as well just go around from left to right. Let's start with this guy. Boy in pink. Calls him boy. Before he even sits down, you can tell this young man has an attitude. He frowns at the bar, his seat, the drink selections, then you. Well, seems like a real charming individual. You wish you weren't so good at handling men like him. You've had more experience than you wish for. He looks your way when he sits down. When you don't immediately give him attention, he taps the table twice. What can I get you? Surprise me. Give me some hints. Well, I'm a big fan of rum, I think. Are you just a little baby? You think. Doesn't sound like he has a lot of drinking experience. Watch him try to get comfortable in his seat. He looks over his shoulder at the 3 girls he came in with and regards you with an urgent look in his eye. You're the bartender, so tend to bar and serve me something. I don't drink too much and my parents are into wines, not cocktails. I can handle that. Thank you. All right, pour away. What flavors do you enjoy? Something with a sweet touch, like rum. Okay. All right, let's get you something nice. Don't keep me waiting now. Something sweet like rum. Let's see. I think we only have 2 things with rum, and that's the mint punch and the pirate's joy. This one's got sugar syrup, so it's probably pretty sweet. This one might also be sweet. Let's go with the pirate's joy. Sure. I'm pretty sure from what we saw in the profiles, people can have multiple favorite drinks. Some of them can. I think Clara only had 1 favorite drink, which was the copper bullet. Yeah. I could get used to this. I'm Killian. So now we've met our 3 suspects. Okay. You might have met my parents at some point. The Durans? The Rains? Might have. You might have met a doctor with that surname, though it's fuzzy. Fine people, though I suppose as private doctors, perhaps a bit out of your price range for healthcare. Wow. With that, he pays, turns around, and goes back to the table. What a dick bag. Okay, let's talk to you now. Well-dressed girl. The young, well-dressed woman sits at the bar and waits. She doesn't seem the happiest, but as soon as you look at her, she puts on a smile and leans on the bar. What can I get for you? I don't really know, if I'm honest. Too many options. She seems a little aloof. How about I choose? I'd appreciate that. I feel a bit out of my depth here. Something light, though. I have work in the morning. I'm looking forward to trying anything you make for me. Any flavors you're fond of? May sound odd, but tomato. Tomato. Okay. Light with tomato. Let's make you something nice. Many thanks. Okay. Light with tomato. The femme fatale has tomato juice. And I think that might be the only one, so let's go with that. I also like how the picture in the background indicates what drink we're making. It's kind of a nice touch, so it doesn't get too repetitive and tedious with the drink making. That just looks like a Bloody Mary. I'm gonna be so for real. That's lovely, thank you. Places like this are fascinating to me. I'm not used to all this. You're as welcome as anyone. She tilts her head as if she's wondering whether to agree or not. I keep thinking the constabulary will arrest me any moment. If my friends were caught, they would pay a fine, but I'd end up in jail. Oh! So is she perhaps someone of lower means mingling with the more well-to-dos? I understand. Yes, I think you do. I'm Maria Papa, by the way. I'm here with my friend Alinea. Speaking of, I should probably go back there. I wouldn't want to miss out on another story from Wendy about how her butler is getting fat and her swimming pool is too big. Oh, she don't look too happy about that. Good luck. You see her put on a smile, grab her drink, and make her way over to the table. Okay. Well, we got one person left. I presume this is Wendy. Oh, what a fancy pants. Striking redhead. A woman sits down at the bar. Her eyes are piercing and she scans the room, then you, taking everything in. She's dressed up with diamond earrings, a pearl necklace, and a coat that could be mink. What can I get you? This place is as charming as it is easy to find. When Elena mentioned a speakeasy on the boulevard, I can't say I expected this. Money has flooded into the Bukovi Boulevard and washed away the dirt, but some of the character too. However, it seems to have flowed past this venue without impact. I can't tell if that's a compliment. As close to one as you're likely to get from me. I'm Wendy Brooker. You might have heard of my father. She sounds like old money. I think, who was it? Was it Peter? It was either Peter or Hugo, maybe, who mentioned Alina is more new money because her father won like a poker tournament or something. And then Wendy must be old money. You haven't, but she says it with enough confidence that you feel like you should. Well, I don't think you'll need to ask around too much to know my reputation. Impeccable. And if you stay on my good side, I'll think of an endearing nickname for you. Yay. Do you want a drink? Don't make me beg. What does a lady like you drink? Something strong enough to make everyone look just a little more fabulous, but not too much. Okay. Let's see if I can impress you. A difficult task, but nothing is impossible, darling. So something strong, but not too strong. Strong, but not too strong. Strong, but not too strong. Her alcohol tolerance. Maybe we want something like a 4, perhaps? Maybe a 5 at the most? I mean, she didn't give any other additional flavors, so I think our options are pretty open. So if we want to go with something maybe like a 4, then we'll go for something like this, maybe? A wake-up call. Hopefully this isn't a bad choice, but we'll find out here very shortly. Da-da-da-da-da. Na 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 na. Please don't hate it, please don't hate it. A twist! Not bad, but too many of these and I'll get bored. I'll take this back to my table now, darling. Enjoy. I guess. Or choke on it, you know, either way, I don't care. I don't like her very much.
She seems very pretentious, very snooty.
So do we gotta talk to people again? Hello, hello. What does a girl need to do to get a drink around here? Evening, Alina. Let's catch up on all the gossip. Oh, yeah, I think giving her a twinge of southern accent was perhaps the right call. Ooh. Oh, we got lots of things we can ask. Let's see, how many things we have? Oh, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 options. And we only have 4. Oh boy. Well, we probably should not jump immediately to talking about Natalia. That seems likely to put her in a bad mood. Let's see. Let's ask about her friends.
You know, I don't particularly like the nouveau riche or the oldo riche. Killian is sweet but painfully innocent. Wendy has her moments. The only person I really want around me is Maria.
Why do you socialize with them?
Because they're useful. The wealthy don't see us as people, we're tools. So I've sort of adopted that mindset.
But you're rich.
You're not getting it. I was born poor. That stain stays with you. For Killian, he was born middle class, so he's closer to home. I might be wealthy now, but I didn't come into money through gem mining or property or an aristocratic aunt. Gambling. My father has money now, but all that means is that he has more to lose, and gamblers always lose in the end.
Well, if I don't ingratiate myself with these people, maybe even shack up with one of them, I will have nothing again. I'll be nothing to them. Oh, I feel bad for her. She's just trying to fit in. In the grand scheme, I'm a blip, a momentary fleeting thing in these people's lives. I've got to hook them in, get them invested, and eventually probably marry one if I want to keep this lifestyle. I just wish I could, I don't know, trust them a bit more. Some of them are decent, I think, but I know where I came from, and I know I won't go back. That has to be my focus. That's quite the plan.
I'm a chess player. Planning ahead is what I do.
Still seems a bit cynical.
You mean pragmatic. Seeing how quickly people changed, the way they treated me the moment I got money left me a little jaded, I suppose. On good days, I think my new friends aren't like that. They're better than that. Wendy and Killian might have more to them than I admit, but I still don't fully trust them yet.
Oh, girl.
Tell me your life story, honey.
Let's ask about the risk. What brings you to a speakeasy?
You can't expect a girl to spill all her secrets without loosening her lips a little first. With some chat, maybe a couple compliments about my lovely new earrings, and a few drinks.
Oh. Let's get you drunk then. Oh, I need to unlock that conversation. Okay.
Well, let's keep it simple then. What do you do for work?
Nothing.
I guess you don't need to. Exactly. My family's fallen into wealth through sheer luck, and I won't let us fall out again. I have plans to keep us where we need to be. My dad might end up losing his fortune again, but I'll be glad to take him in when that time comes.
Did you ever work?
Sure. And for a man who... It doesn't matter. That's all in the past.
Alright, we have one action left. And I feel like a bit of a ding-dong that I wasted one on a conversation that we can't even... Oh, okay. Let's see. Let's talk about her and Maria.
What about us?
Are you two dating? Let's go lesbians? Maria? No, but we're close. I must have been mistaken then. Huh, I get it a lot. Alina is still blushing. This topic seems to be something she wouldn't discuss unless she really trusts you. Damn it!
Wait, is that the time? I should get going.
See you later. Oh, I wasted 2 actions on conversations that I couldn't finish talking to her about. Fiddle. Okay, fine. We'll talk to Killian again. Bartender, we meet again. I don't remember what voice I gave him. I'm trying to keep the voices with these people consistent, but I'm also a bit sloshed myself. So, who's to say? That tends to happen if you visit. I bet you hear all sorts of tittle-tattle in here. What's the subject of the day? So we have 4 actions with him. Ooh, we only get 3. Okay, so hopefully we can clear through the list here. What do you think of Alina? Alina's a lot of fun to be around. She's like summer sun bursting through the clouds. Poetic. Very bubbly. Funny that someone like her can come from such a poor family. Lots of personality. Sometimes what comes out of her mouth sounds like intellectual gibberish to me, but even the most frivolous words are kissed on the way out by those heavenly lips. Throws down bad for Alina. Alright. Well then. Let's see. You wrinkle your nose every time you take a sip? Oh, you're right. I don't enjoy this. The drinks are well enough made, but I simply can't become accustomed to the taste. I must persevere. He wants to be a big boy drinker in front of his friends. You don't have to, you know. I started going to bars to be around Alina and Wendy. With the killer going on the loose, I'd like to keep an eye on them. Very gallant, very brave of you. I've had my eye on Alina for a bit. We've gone on a few dates. I think she really likes me, but she has a guard dog. Maria's hackles are up, and she has fangs. Ooh. In fact, I was thinking of paying for Maria to attend a distant chess tournament just to have more time with Alina alone. Perhaps take her to Marie Auberge for steak roulade. Mind keeping that to yourself? Your plan is safe with me. Oh, that sounds delish. I'm hungry now. Good. It's stressful enough trying to keep my intentions secret. I'm only here in pursuit of the object of my affection, and this constant boozing is worrying my mum a great deal. Oh, they're definitely across the pond. They say mum. I usually wouldn't listen to her, but she holds a great sway over my disposable income. Oh, are you a trust fund baby? Well then, did you know the lady who got murdered? A little. I saw her at the Hotel Jubilee a while ago. I saw her, greeted her, and she threw up all over my new suit. I helped her get a radio cab home. She was drunk then. Yeah, she was a bit of a mess. My father always said loose women of meager means lack the ability to handle alcohol with grace like more refined ladies. I don't like him. Hey, Bukovi Killer! Killer! I got your next one for you right here! You know she's dead, right? Yes, Alina told me this morning. It was rather sad, but more in a fleeting, oh, maybe I'll die one day sort of way. I didn't really know her, so... No, I don't want to piss him off. That's all. Well, we have 1 action left over. Let's perhaps save that. We'll exit our conversation. And maybe we'll have something more to bring up with the other 2. Let's talk to Maria. Evening, Maria. We should chat, I guess? Pass the time. Okay, we got 5 actions. Tell me about yourself. What do you want to know? I'm a people pleaser. Oh, bestie. Hashtag relatable. Don't worry, I'm working it out in therapy. You can too. Is that okay? I work at that old tailor's in the stacks. The other girls, it seems good. Oh. 10 out of 10 name. Talk about drinking and dancing, but I just keep my head down. They think I'm dull, but I knew that place would catch fire one day. Oh, there was a fire? That building is a death trap. We don't know who blew the fuse box. In a house of matches, it can be hard to find the first spark, you know? But it didn't burn down completely. Alina and I just can't play chess in the basement anymore. Oh, so she plays chess too. When we were at school, we played for boiled sweets. It's a wonder we still have teeth. The women in the workhouse think I'm quiet and boring, but I watch them and I see things. Patterns, not just in the fabric, but in this city, in people, and most of all, in chess. Alina is good, but most days I can beat her. There's a fire in me, competition. Even without candy, victory is still sweet. You're a grandmaster. Ah, not quite. Although I have won tournaments. We both won a few, but none that were official or major. Alina always beats me when the stakes are high. It's like the pressure of playing against my friend makes me wilt. In the heat of competition, she lights up and I burn out. She just wants it more. Ooh. Is that a twinge of jealousy I smell, perhaps? I once asked her what her secret is. I'll never forget what she said. Never dim your star to make others shine brighter. Oh. Any other hobbies that aren't so intense? Cooking, I guess. I make a great sarmale. I'm probably mispronouncing that, but this is starting to feel like a job interview instead of a drinks order. Oh, my bad. Fair point. So she's kind of like mid-level drunk. You're not a big drinker. Not at all. If I'm honest, I come here because Alina asked me along, and leaving her at a bar alone isn't something I'm comfortable with. You're a good friend. I think so too. Alina and I have been through a lot. I like knowing she's safe. Even if it means drinking. Oh, it's not so bad. Sometimes having a few drinks makes the book I'm reading even more exciting, though I often lose my place and have to read the same page over and over. Oh, bestie, same, except for me, that's more of an ADHD thing. Huh. Well, you're welcome to read anything on the shelves. Really? I mean, thanks. Thank you. I wasn't sure if a speakeasy was for me, but a speakeasy with a library. Ah. Okay, let's see. Let's ask her. You and Alina play chess together? We do, yes. We've been partners since we were 8. We met at a chess club in school. We were rivals, but ended up being best friends. That's a long friendship. I know her better than myself at this point. Chess is about getting into your opponent's head. I like it inside hers. Let's go lesbians? Question mark? Does that sound strange? A little. We can get very competitive, but we share the same dream. To get a little bit better every day, and to beat all those stuffy, old, bearded men at the chess council together. We know each other so well now, I'm not sure our practice is helping us get to the next level, but I also just enjoy the time we spend together. Ooh, we dream of one day beating Bukovi's top grandmaster. We're getting close. Alina won a tournament a few weeks ago, and I came second. I was so happy. We played against each other in the finals, and it was intense. It felt like my whole life was building to that moment. Since we were in the top spots, we knew we'd already qualified for the next tournament in a few months to the Grandmasters. So in a way, the final was like a victory lap for us. Have I talked about chess too much? Sometimes I can't tell if I'm talking too much about something I love. But either way, thanks for listening. Anytime. So did you know the murder victim? The accountant? I don't think I met her. I'm sure I didn't. Did you hear about her death? I saw the headlines, like the start of some macabre murder mystery, but without the cheery ending. Probably. The police will catch whoever did it. Maybe a killer can get away with murdering street girls or factory workers, but not someone like her. Ooh, let's hope. Okay then. again, we have one action left. I can ask her about her preferences. The femme fatale is nice. The spice slows you down, so you get the head spins without getting carried away. Interesting. Oh! You can tell I don't drink much, can't you? I can, but I don't judge. I appreciate that. Still, it's growing on me a tad. I don't know if that's a good thing. I prefer these cocktails to the beer my father drinks. Oh, yeah, I don't like beer. Not a beer person. I'd better not make it a habit, though. Your choice. That's literally everything we can talk about with her. We didn't ask Killian about his preferences. Maybe we'll ask him real quick, just in case we can get a little affection boost. Hey. What sort of drinks do you like? Something that can get me drunk without it feeling like I'm drinking alcohol. So sugary drinks then? I love the light sugary stuff. I think your mint punch fits that bill. Ooh, that's not the thing we gave him, so we'll have to remember that. Got it. Okay. Bye again. Oh, I don't want to talk to Wendy. She's kind of a see you next Tuesday evening. What do you want to know, bartender? I feel like her voice would be the most exaggerated one because she is the fancy-pansiest. Let's ask about her preferences. I absolutely adore the evening prayer. There are a few others I enjoy, but a great deal more I detest. Okay, so again, that's not the one we gave her. Why do you ask? Just interested, I guess? Very good. I'm glad we could have this discussion now so we don't have to do it again. Alright. Let's see. Tell me about yourself, Wendy. I love that idea. She opens her mouth in mock surprise, then lets out a delighted giggle. What's there to say? I grew up at Papa's old estate, Home Heath, out in the country. I moved to Bukowi because I got bored, and I come to dive bars like this because I love the entertainment. Dive bar, I'd say you fit right in. Oh, are we sparring? That's adorable. You continue to meet my expectations. I'll play along. Come, darling, I'm being exceedingly gentle. Let's get to know each other better. Or worse, if you prefer. I'll start. I was born, I moved here, and now I'm sat in this cramped little stool talking to someone who has a very colorful background. I guess criminals can be... I mean, by default, us being a bartender in a speakeasy, we're a criminal. I know a lot, darling, and most of what I know I keep to myself. This has been delightful. I mean that. It's refreshing to have repartee with someone who can keep up. Chin chin! Okay. Well, how do you know everyone? I'm cordial with Alina and Maria. And I know Killian. We met a while ago at a tango class, you know, in pre-prohibition times. Don't get me wrong, they're not hideously dull or anything. I just feel they are slow to trust and reluctant to say anything genuine. You feel the same, or are you an open book? Oh, what you see is what you get, I guess. Like a cannoli, it's what on the inside that counts. I've noticed you do a lot of watching. You pour drinks while keeping your eye on your customers. The sign of a good bartender. Or someone who is fearful of their own clientele. I can't blame you, though. Imagine if one of us were police. Are you? She laughs, and for the first time it sounds genuine. You've amused her, and she lets the mask slip for a moment. You've known plenty like her and learned to never let your guard down around them. No, no, I wish there was something as exciting as a police informant among us, but alas, we are as we seem. Well, other than Maria. She's not rich at all. Dirt poor, in fact. But you can tell. If you look closely, you can tell. She purses her lips briefly, a smile flashing across her face. Not the friendliest thing to say. Friendly? What an odd concept. Elena pays for everything. Maria's a puppy in her purse. But we all do what we must. In her position, maybe I'd do the same. The poor girl's head must be spinning. Evenings in the casinos, speakeasies, and clubs with Elena. Then back to her threadbare bed sheets each night in the stacks. What a contrast. It's cruel, really. You don't seem to like Maria. I don't like Elena much right now either, but again, they might grow on me. Maria and Elena have some quirks which I like. Imperfections. And they're both sharp as tacks, if you haven't heard. Maria hides it under a shy facade, while Elena hides it under a layer of, well, blondness. Opinions are fluid. For example, I didn't care for you, but perhaps the tide is slowly shifting. Same with the girls, Elena and Maria. If they would just ease off on the chest chat and address the sexual tension in the room instead, oh, I might enjoy their company a great deal more. Okay. You wear a lot of expensive items. I do. Aren't you worried about being robbed? If I'm outside, the best place someone could rob would be my empty home. If I didn't wear the nice things I have, I would be living the same life as a woman who had already been robbed. An unglamorous existence. Earrings are meant for ears, and jewels don't sparkle when kept in a box. Okay. God, I hate her. Do you know anything about Natalia? The dead woman? I knew of her. It's quite unavoidable when you're in the company of Elena Dragos, especially when she's had a few drinks. How come? I could bore you with long-winded stories about Elena's infamous drunken rants, but why would I deny you the pleasure of experiencing them firsthand? You certainly seem to be well placed to engineer such a rant once again. Just give me a warning before you do, so I may cover my ears in time. I'll try. Well, would you look at the time? I'm going to make my way home before the sun comes up. Good night, Wendy. Oh, wait, no. Oh, yeah, because they were at the last drop. Oh, I should talk to them about that. Right. Okay, potential patrons. There we go. Yes, present clue. Yeah. Sure, I visited. If I don't get home soon, Mother will lock me out. Bye. Good talk, Killian. Alright. Let's ask Maria? I guess? Maybe? Let's present this clue. Sure, Alina has been there. Oh, it's really late. I'm going to head home. I have something on tomorrow. Thanks for the drinks. Well, that gave me a whole lot of nothing. I don't know, maybe we just don't have enough yet? Need to keep talking to people? I mean, we're only on day 3 going into day 4. And Hugo said we have 2 weeks for this investigation. So, I don't know, maybe we're doing okay? I don't know. Ooh. Oh, speak of the devil, there's so many here. Constable Hugo Mertens marches down the steps to the bar, his hands deep in his pockets as he inspects the other guests with confusion. After a moment, he makes his way over to you, pulls over a chair, and sits slightly too close. Constable Mertens? Just pretend I have a hat. Barkeep? Seems like business is booming. I never thought a life of crime would be this social for you. This is my job. These patrons could pass for respectable. Maybe they are. They're good people, mostly. Yes, well, I just wanted to check how much you know about these supposed good people. Someone on this street knew her. Use that knowledge to your benefit. If you have anything worth sharing to me, I'll be staying here for a while. Open the notebook to present him with the new clue. Using clues on a detective like Hugo will never consume actions. So make sure to show him anything interesting you find. He may have useful insights. Ooh! Let's do that! Now select the potential patron's clue to see what he has to say about it. Yeah. We need to tell him that Elena, Elliot, and Killian all frequented the speakeasy where the murder took place. Yeesh. Who is here? Elliot's here. Elena's here. And Killian. Okay, so all of our potential suspects are here. Dope. So, Elena, Killian, and Elliot all frequented the last drop around the time before Natalia Reed was murdered? And you say you got this information from Peter Wagner? Mr. Wagner is well known around multiple police stations throughout Bukovi. And the only reason he knew all this was because he was present at the time as well. Ooh, so let's add him to our little list of suspects, shall we? I guess technically we should. I don't think it's Peter, though. I trust Peter! I trust him with my life. What happens now? Now that I know I'm not wasting my time with you, the next step would be figuring out which one of these four might be our killer. Hugo pulls out 2 photographs from his coat and hands them over. The first one shows an ornate, decorated lighter lying on the pavement. The second shows a nasty-looking syringe. Oh, is this drugs? Drugs are bad, okay? It is empty and small bits of blood can be seen around the needle. These 2 items were found at the crime scene. Check around and see what they mean to our suspects. Any more questions? Ooh, let's ask about the syringe. The murder weapon is peculiar and devious. It's some sort of lethal toxin. Oh, shit. Back before the Prohibition, it was slipped into drinks, but since then, most of the victims have been found with a puncture mark. From this needle? Correct. We tried to see if it's a special type that was used, but unfortunately this one is available at any pharmacy. Shit. Doesn't help that it's basically the industry standard for any medical profession in Zara either. What other than that's all, folks. Woo! I'm getting a touch sloshed. Shouldn't be sampling the merchandise. Whatever the nature of the toxin, it wasn't fast. Perhaps the killer wanted to watch the victims suffer a bit before they die. Oh. So, the killer is a coward, according to what Peter said, because they attacked Natalia from behind. They didn't want to try to fight her. And also, kind of... what's the word I'm looking for? Not malicious, because duh, they're committing murder. A sadist. Yeah. So, a cowardly sadist, apparently, is who we're looking for. Dope. The victims each had different puncture wounds, arms, legs, but in this case, it was the back of the neck, so the perpetrator attacked from the rear. The tests that we have run so far are currently inconclusive. Damn it, if this was back in Belgium, I'd know how to find better toxicologists. Do you know any toxins that have these effects? Many simple chemicals can be lethal when injected. This perpetrator has chosen a cruel implement to achieve his goals. I am making the apprehension of this villain my sole mission. It could be a he, could be a she. Who knows? We have to stop him. Any more questions? Let's ask about the lighter. It was close to the body, and it's quite ornate. It has a pattern on it, metal flowers skirting the edges. I asked around at a few tobacco shops and always got the same answer. This one is custom made. We might guess that the killer is a smoker. Ooh. Only a few million of those. Yeah, it doesn't exactly narrow the field too much. Our affection with the constable is increasing. Ooh, any more questions? Well, I guess that's it for now. Good, one last thing. Hand over your notebook. You place the notebook in Hugo's outstretched hand. What? What if I need that? He pulls a pencil out of his pocket and quickly adds a new section at the back. Oh, okay. After looking it over one last time, he hands it back. I added some questions I need answers to when reporting my findings about the case. The detectives at the station used this method to put together a case. I intend to do the same. First, we need a suspect to investigate. We narrowed it down to 4 people already, but given we're working with a serial killer, we can only get a warrant for 1. After this, we need solid evidence to confront them with. The 2 things I need answered are, what is the killer's motive, and what evidence proves the killer was present at the time of Natalia's death? If you can find clues that answer these 2 questions for any of the suspects, assign them in the section I added and hand over your notebook so we can review your findings. But you can only submit a suspect once, so you have to be sure. You should also consider evidence that might clear a suspect. Will that be enough to convict them? On its own, no. But it's much easier to get a confession when you're presenting solid evidence. From there, it becomes a lot easier to arrest someone. Don't make me regret my choices here. I trust you with enough information to get me in an uncomfortable position. Let me down and I'll make sure things become very uncomfortable for you. Got it? Yeah. You guys added a brand new case tab to your notebook. Let's have a look. Open the notebook by clicking the button in the top right of the screen. This button also works when not in a conversation with the customer. Oh. Okay. Case. Oh. So these are our 4 official suspects. Okay. In this case file, you'll find an overview of each suspect in the case. The evidence you have collected so far on each suspect will be displayed here. Ooh. The case file displays clues that shows the suspect motive, the evidence... Excuse me. Doing great. Doing swell, doing fine. English is hard. The case file displays the clues that shows the suspect's motive, the evidence that proves they could have committed the crime, as well as any potential defense that rules them out as a potential culprit, such as an alibi. Once you are confident you know who the culprit is, you can press the Submit Case button at the bottom of the page. Doing this will summon Hugo, who will review the details of the case and look at the evidence you have collected with a critical eye. For now, press the X in the top right to exit the notebook. So I exit the notebook. If you're already in conversation with Hugo, like you are right now, you can also press this button in the bottom right to submit your case. Oh, we definitely don't want to do that yet. Once you submit a culprit, your answer can no longer be changed. You only get 1 shot. If you only had one... No. If you submit your case before the deadline has passed, Hugo will leave to present your case to his superior and won't return until the final day. It's up to you to find evidence on all suspects and figure out who is innocent and who is guilty. Their fate lies in your hands. Good luck. Oh God, no pressure! Well, I'm prepared to answer any of your questions. Well... Let's see. Oh, can we serve him? You have to clean glass from the tray and place it on the table. Would you like a drink, Constable? I shouldn't, but perhaps just one won't hurt. He doesn't have a super high alcohol tolerance. What did we give him before? I think we gave him the strongest thing we had. Well, I mean, he liked it. Maybe we go again, or maybe we take it down just a notch. Maybe Copper Bullet? Possibly. Just so he's not, you know, totally shit-faced. I don't think we know what his favorite drinks are yet. Because we just picked something at random last time, and it perhaps was not the best choice. Not bad at all. Very pleasant, actually. I'm prepared to answer any of your questions. Okay. What sort of drink do you usually like, Constable? Something with coffee. Damn it! Get you something with coffee next time, my dude. Maybe I should have asked for his preference first before serving him. It's my job to know. I suppose it is. Do you memorize everyone's favorite drink? I try. Well, that's an admirable goal, but let's not get too chummy. If you want to scribble this in your little notebook, I like anything with coffee because we drink it a lot in Belgium. Reminds me of home. Noting that down. Okay. I want to know who I'm working for. Ooh, I have unlimited actions. Ooh. Constable Hugo Mertens. That's all you need to know. Favorite color? Blue. Hobbies? I'm partial to pointless conversations and wasting my time. Oh. You have no hobbies? If I indulge this line of questioning, will it motivate you to trust me? Yes. Fine, I like building miniatures, and when I was younger, I collected model trains. He's a nerd! Tell me more, tell me more. Like, does he drive a car? I'm a collector. What more is there to say? We all collect things. You collected useless information while I collected trains. I don't have them anymore, before you ask. I had to leave them back in Belgium. Did you have a little railway? Yes, and my fiancé hated it. Oh. We're learning all about the good constable. All of those objects are with my parents now. Is that all? Yes. Okay, let's see. Do you know Peter? Peter has a storied history with the Bukovi police. I feel like I should give Hugo more of an English accent because we actually heard his voice during the intro, didn't we? Oh, but if I try to do an English accent, it's gonna be real bad and I'm gonna offend somebody, probably. Well, apologies in advance. You can't really count on him being on the wrong side of the law. We're working off the assumption that Peter moonlights as a henchman for bigger fish. I'm not gonna bother. Maybe even the Brugge boys gang under Carla. It makes me wonder whether a boss like Carla could have had something to do with all this. But she's white collar and more interested in larceny and laundering than murder. Okay. You have a fiancé? Indeed I do, and you needn't look so surprised. I'm not. Good. Is that all then? No further comments. Okay. Why are you doing a detective's job? Because those idiots are so busy chasing promotions they actually forget to look for criminals. Ooh, one of them confided in me how he figured out all the victims of the Bukovi Boulevard killer are blonde women. Oh, we got a few blonde women in here. Uh-oh. He condescendingly told me to keep that to myself and be a good constable. I could tolerate them being competitive, but not when there's human lives at stake. I didn't expect you to be so noble. Oh. Good to know, I suppose. Let's go ahead and exit. For now. Alright. And he'll just hang out over there. Okay, so who do we got? We got Alina, Killian, Clara is her name, Elliot, Vincent, and John. Jesus, who do we want to talk to first? Let's talk to Vincent. Vincent's my homie. Good evening. I wouldn't mind a sip of something after a long day of reading. Good evening, Mr. Floher. They say conversation is a dying art. Let's prove them wrong. Well, what sort of drinks do you like, Vincent? Something classy with red wine served over ice, so feel free to experiment if inspiration strikes. Ooh, and a lemon! I love sucking on a lemon afterwards. Okay. Red wine and a lemon. A drink, Vincent? Absolutely, something timeless, please. Red wine with the lemon. I don't think we have anything that has red wine and lemon. But I don't know, I guess we could do one or the other maybe. Let's do an evening prayer. Oh dear, I don't think we've done one of these before. La da dee da dee da dee da dee. Da 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 da. Very good. Delectable, good job. They say conversation is a dying art, let's prove them wrong. Okay. Let's, oh, we only have 4 things we can ask him about. Tell me about yourself, Vincent. Haven't I rambled on enough already? No. I'm 56 years old, so I was around when all the money started flowing into Sahara. I was born in a little town that was swallowed up by the expanding city borders last year. But I feel like I'm babbling on now. What else do you want to know? Family? Oh, me and Flora never managed children. Now it's too late, but perhaps we can talk on this more when we know each other a little better. Oh, no! Oh, I hope I didn't put him in a bad mood. Okay, I don't think I did. Eek. Have other speakeasies been raided? I'm sure dissatisfied patrons have alerted the authorities on a few occasions, but I've met a fair few officers and even detectives in speakeasies. They think the laws don't apply to them.
But I think the political climate has shifted. The Bukovia City Council has taken a harder line, and they may even be incentivizing officers to close more establishments. The economy may be booming, but the explosion of wealth is far from equitable. Speculators in the radio carriage and whale oil businesses are rolling in cash, but the public services, and the police in particular, are paid peanuts. The speculators climbed a ladder and pulled it up after themselves. Now they're making us fight each other for table scraps while looking down on us all. Legitimate business owners and police officers alike. There's a cadence to his voice that makes him sound cold and unemotional as he speaks. It's like he's rehearsed this topic, or maybe he's gotten sick of talking about it. I am rambling again, so let's change the subject. Yeah, right. Something murder victim. Vincent looks down when you mention her name. He licks his lips, considering his next words carefully. I've been thinking back to when we met briefly at my accountant's office. She was smart, charming. She knew when to drop that stiff Bukovi formality and be a little more laid back with her clients. I know she liked to drink. My accountant complained that she turned up worse for wear once or twice, so I imagine temperance was an issue. It was also no secret to my accountant that Natalia struggled financially due to her stubborn gambling addiction. How she managed to finance it is a mystery. Oh, and Peter works with loan sharks. Maybe that's something we can connect later. Oh dear. I suppose it makes sense that she'd frequent speakeasies after the Prohibition, so there really is a killer on the loose then? Apparently. Ghastly. I hope our customers tread lightly. Me too. Me too. What do you think of Killian? He's a boy in a man costume, petty and unkind. I'm against chuffing a child round the ear, but if his mother had lifted a hand now and then, he might have grown up to be a decent human. Vincent, tell me how you really feel. His family name is a good one, which is why his bad behavior is a shock. Vandalism, theft, scuffles, also unnecessary when his family has just run into money. Killian is trouble, and those close to him need to show a firmer hand. He's certainly a bit of a brat. He taps the bar in annoyance. Typical of the nouveau riche, they can buy everything but class. Ooh. That goes especially for Killian. Anything he can't obtain through money, he will attempt to obtain using less savory means. The boy doesn't understand the concept of the word no. Right. Look at the time, I simply cannot linger any longer. I've slept on the chaise lounge upstairs before, and my back did not thank me. Well, good night, Vincent. Let's maybe talk to John. He's here today. Off in the corner, looking all sullen. Surprise, surprise, in a bad mood. Bartender. Father Lacey. Please share something happy with me. I need to talk to someone who is not confessing mortal sins. Well, do you have a favorite drink? That is like choosing my favorite hymn. Too difficult. Surely something speaks to you tonight? He takes a deep breath and eyes the shelves like he is poisoned and they hold the antidote. You hold the rim of a glass like you're ready to serve. He taps his fingers along the bright wood at the bar top and clicks his tongue once. It would probably be the night count that you serve here. It has a bitter aftertaste that resonates with me. Any reason? Much of life is bitter, might as well embrace it. Mix the bitterness in with other ingredients which make it palatable. Right. I think if I recall that's also our strongest drink. So, I suppose it's not too surprising that he likes that one the best. Need a drink, Father? Father, makes me think of my vows, but priests are taught it is worse to abominate wine than to imbibe it. So I will choose the lesser sin. Yeah, right. So this is his favorite, the night count. Might as well stick with his favorite. If it ain't broke, don't fix it and all that. There we go. Very good. Now he's suddenly in a good mood. These drinks have really disturbed my equilibrium tonight. I should get back to the men's. Take care.
Okay, I guess there's nothing we want to talk to him about. Maybe we'll check in with him a bit later. I want to talk to Clara. I liked Claire. Quick, you guys set me up. I'm in desperate need of a drink. What have I missed? What sort of drink do you like? Gonna sound weird, but something spiced. I love ginger ale in my drinks. If I didn't have to be careful with my coin, I'd only ever drink copper bullets. Is that weird? Yeah, it's not that weird. Glad you think so. Yeah, alright, well, let's go ahead. Get you going, bestie. Need a drink, Claire? Nothing too strong. I have work tomorrow. Copper bullet it is. Blop, 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 blop. Do, 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 do. I like all the drinks also have a different color when you pour them. So it is actually something different every time. Oh, damn! This is perfect. Don't let me have too many of these. What have I missed? All right. We have 4 actions, so I think we can clear through here. Why do you visit? Isn't it risky? Probably. Then again, I could get hit by a radio carriage tomorrow while crossing the road. You have a point. Sifu says boats are safest in a harbor, but that's not what boats are built for. I can't think of anything I love that couldn't kill me. Okay. Also, just because something is a rule doesn't make it right. So true, bestie. So true. Alright, tell me about your job. There's 5, maybe 6 interesting things about me, and my job is not one. You really want to hear about the hotel? I'm curious. I'm a maid. Believe it or not, I spend most of my time cleaning up after messy, entitled people. Before Prohibition, I worked the mid-bar for extra money. The tips were decent and less cleaning of bodily fluids was involved. Do you like your job? Kind of a silly question because it sounds like a solid no. God, no. Do you? Could be better. In another life, I would be traveling the globe competing for medals in bartitsu competitions. I don't know what that is. And drinking my winnings. In this life, though, bed sheets and really refilling those little shampoo bottles. Sorry. One day I'll get out of Bukovi. I'm too old to compete in the martial arts now, but if I wasn't trapped, I could at least grab an airship to anywhere else, really. Why are you trapped? I'm in debt. If I stop working, it'll get worse. Once I've paid off everything I owe, maybe I can quit and find something better for me. The friendly local loan shark, Carla, won't send her goons after me as long as I keep paying the interest on my debt. With the wages from the hotel, I'm not making a dent in the amount I owe. Claire is also in debt. Oh, fuck. Yeah, I know what Carla's like. No use worrying till I get wrinkles. Sifu says rainbows need rain, so I guess this part of my life is the rainy season. I'm sure the rainbows are coming. Okay. We'll save Natalia for last, I guess. Did you come from work? No, I work in the hotel, so my shift starts early and finishes early. I have later afternoon and evening to myself, but I'm training real hard just now. Training for what? My gray belt. Ooh, that's a martial combat thing, right? It's a Bartitsu grading symbol. When I can take my Sifu down to the mat, I gain the gray belt. Is this like a real thing, or is this like some fictional martial arts dealio? I'm not gonna lie, I don't know dick about martial arts, but okay, so the Sifu is like her sensei or something. Okay, I'm glad she knows some type of self-defense, though. Because, you know, if the killer's going after blonde women, she might need it. Well, good luck. Let's ask about Natalia. I guess I seen her a few times before the murder. She was in the Spire Lounge in the hotel a lot. Same as Elliot, Olivia, and even Alina once or twice. Did Natalia mix with anyone else? I saw her and Olivia order together at the bar. That stuck with me because Olivia is kind of a big deal. And even amongst that lot, and everyone formed a crowd around her. Okay, so Natalia and Olivia were potentially friends? Olivia's not here today, though. I saw her hanging out with Elliot once or twice, too. Usually away from the bar, though, over at the Vantage booths. Interesting. Yeah, now that I think about it, Alina brought Killian along, too. I remember that pretty well, because he asked me out. I mean, I don't wear a badge or anything, but do I look like I'm out here trying to date men? Let's go, lesbians! Hell yeah. No, I get it. Oh wait, I have work tomorrow. I gotta get some sleep, so good luck with the bar! Interesting. Okay. Let's talk to Alina next. I like Alina. Hello, hello. What does a girl need to do to get a drink around here? Evening, Alina. Let's catch up on all the gossip. So, what sort of drink do you like? My favorite has to be the poison drop. Nothing tops that one. Very specific. Hey, if you don't tell people exactly what you like, how will you ever get what you want? Good point. It's better than Maria's anyway. The woman likes tomato in her drinks. It's indecent. Oh, okay. Well, poison drop then. Need a drink? Yes, get me drunk. All right, the poison drop. That has a low alcohol percentage, though. Maybe we go with the nightgown, though? I don't know. She said get her drunk. I'm just trying to oblige. We'll give this a shot, maybe. I saved before this. It's fine. Well, I definitely don't hate it. Thanks. Well, as long as it's not horrible. Let's see, we got 3 things we can ask about. What brings you to a speakeasy? Honestly, a mixture of boredom and curiosity. Looking at your hands, I can tell you've worked hard in your life, right? You're not an inheritor of a ruby mine or in line for a duchy, are you? As working class as you get. Well, 2 years ago, so was I. Dirt poor. My dad gambled the meager money we had, and my family was left in debt. And my mother had too many crumpets in her case, if you know what I mean. I don't. She was nuts. She joined the cult of the Dies Irae when I was a kid and ran away to live in the northern wastes. And after dealing with my dad's gambling addiction, I'm not surprised. I know it's too much information for a stranger, but I'm here and I'm drunk and you've asked me, so this is the monkey paw curling or whatever. I'm interested. Well, good. Anyway, when I was working odd jobs for wealthy people, I noticed how much illegal shit they got up to. Swear. I remember a witch older woman telling me about how her son was jailed for dealing drugs, and it was the most embarrassing ordeal. Obviously, being me, I asked how much jail time did he get because I'm nosy. She laughed. She literally laughed, some ear-piercing bat-like screech of a laugh, and said, "Oh, he just paid a fine." For context, Maria and I went to school with a guy who got caught carrying some whatever woo-hoo drugs for someone else and is still in prison. Rules don't apply to the rich, and hey, guess what? I'm rich now because my dad's gambling somehow paid off. So now rules don't apply to me either. If I'm caught, I'll pay a fine because who the hell cares? And you're okay with that? No, obviously not, but also, why am I the only one who feels guilty about it? I wish I could just enjoy the privilege as much as they all do with no context to distract them from their entitlement. Well, she is drunk, you know, so... And there's one thing I'll never escape, no matter how much I save or who I marry. The fear that I could lose it all again. I just hope if I do, my real friends is still around to buy me drinks. Quite the story. Let's catch up on all the gossip. Ooh, we could present lounge chats to her. Clara says she's seen Natalia speaking with Olivia, Alina, and Elliot at the Hotel Spire Lounge. Let's present this. Yeah, that's where I confronted Natalia about spending all of Father's money. What? Huh? Wait, how do you know Natalia? Natalia? Why are you asking me about Natalia Reid? Let's talk to me. Well, I know that she was a gold-digging cow who had absolutely no business dating my father.
You thought I wouldn't speak ill of the dead? What? Natalia was her stepmother? What? Oh, goddamn. Oh. Whoa. I may not be kind to her memory, but at least I'm the one being honest. She was like a barnacle stuck to a boat. Nothing I did could dislodge her. I might try to accept her if she curbed his worst impulses, but she gambled as much as father does. She was an accountant who couldn't handle money. When I called out for her scheme, she even threatened to have my father write me out of his will. My friends told me to stay quiet about my feelings. Uh-oh, now she's in a bad mood. But I won't do it. If being happy today makes me seem callous, even suspicious, I don't care. The world is a better place without her in it. Oh, shit. Wait, is that the time? I should get going. Okay, bye. Oh, wow. Didn't he say that his family has a doctor? Oh, maybe we can ask him about the syringe. Ooh, okay. Let's go ahead and do that then. Hey, Killian. Well, let's get him a drink. Let's maybe get him the mint punch. What else would I be here for? The ambiance. You a fucker and I don't like you, but I'll get you drunk if it gets me information. And I'll get drunk while I deal with you, because I don't like you. There we go. Oh, this looks fine indeed. Yeah, his alcohol tolerance is not a lot. Okay. So, we've been through all the conversations we have available to us so far. I think. This might be a bad idea, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Let's ask about the syringe. Victim was killed through the injection of an unknown substance with a syringe that's commonly used in the medical world. Yeah? Hey now, that syringe looks familiar. It does. Of course, my mom is a medical professional, so we have some of these lying around her surgery. Ooh, she even has some at her home practice behind lock and key, obviously. You should ask Alina about this stuff if you haven't already. She used to briefly work for my mother and actually uses them. Oh, damn it, Alina's already left for the day. Shit, fuck ass. Ah, she did? Yes, it's how we got initially acquainted, you see. She was always a bright thing, but back then she was just a nurse. Now she's come into wealth, she has really bloomed. Anyway, unlike me, she carried a key and actually had access to the cabinet where these things are stored. Ooh, okay. Well, naturally she returned it after resigning, but my mother decided to change the locks nevertheless. I'll keep that in mind. I bet you hear all sorts of the... Okay, so, unfortunately, Alina has a motive to kill Natalia because she was... Natalia was the evil stepmother. I think that might be everything we can talk about with Killian right now, so go ahead. Shoo. Oh, it has that icon because that's her motive. Oh no. Oh no. Let's see. Killian's mother is a medical expert and renowned doctor. Killian recognized the syringe since she keeps a cabinet full of them at her home practice on the Bukovi Boulevard. And Alina's old job. Alina has experience with syringes. She was once a nurse and later employed by Killian's mother as a doctor's assistant before her father became so wealthy she no longer needed the job. Can we ask Killian, like more about his mom being a doctor, maybe? Yeah, Killian's not one of the ones here, so we don't need to ask him about lounge chats. Go back here, Killian. I know I just dismissed you, but let's talk again.
Okay, let's ask her more about Dr. Durand. Sure. Those syringes are kept in a safe place, and I'm not allowed near them. Only my mother and her assistants can use them. Okay. Alina's old job, maybe? Yeah, let's ask her a little more about this. Yes, Alina worked for Mother in the past, and that's how we met. She had the keys for the storage, but I'm sure she handed them back when she quit. Are you sure? Okay. We can't talk to him about anything else. Is there anything else? He probably doesn't know Peter. Did you go to the last drop? Yes, I visited often, though Prohibition put an end to that. But you're here. That's a little bit, a little bit like he was kind of dodging the question a touch. Well, I guess Elliot's the only one left to talk to, so I guess I have to talk to him. Elliot sits down with a cigarette in his mouth and pulls a box of matches from his bottom pocket. Elliot's a smoker. We discourage smoking. These are menthol, and they make your breath smell good. If you must, I must. What you need from me? What sort of drink do you like, Elliot? A well-made one. Do I need to be more specific? Yeah, you do. Yes, well, I suppose that's reasonable. You cannot expect a bartender to produce quality drinks without suitable direction. Exactly. Something minty with soda. I like to feel fresh and awake after a drink. He really, really likes mint. Alcohol doesn't make you sleepy? I have developed my constitution till it no longer inhibits my focus. Alcohol sharpens my senses. Really? Indeed, and a drink with a clean mouth feel livens the senses, not to mention how much it encourages intimacy with the opposite sex. Fresh breath is essential. Just hold off on the fruit punch. Feminine drinks reduce male vim and vigor and encourage the production of black bile in the body, which makes one melancholic and, I believe, less virile too. Pouring vodka into fruit juice is a waste. Literally, this is vodka and fruit juice. Like a sophisticated gentleman wasting his time on tittle-tattle with loose women and mannerless men. Some men are born for better things, and they deserve better drinks too. Wow, what an incel. What do you need from me? Okay, we only have 2 actions. Let's get him a drink. This look okay? Yes, yes, hurry up. Okay, let's get him his mint punch then. Hey, fucking yikes on bikes, my guy. I'm pretty sure Elliot's the only one so far that we've seen any indication of being a smoker. That's a nice drink. Clean glass, crisp taste. Alright. Tell me about yourself. What benefit would we gain by sharing such details? I'm a customer and want nothing more from you than the drink. Any hobbies? I collect stamps. I inherited a collection from my father and I'm struggling to get rid of it. Stamps? Yes, the little square boxes you put on letters. I'm trying to trade the rare ones to become independently wealthy, but it is going averagely. You don't want to... you like the art on them? I don't consider hobbies to be a very masculine pursuit. Men should aspire to spend their time on things of value. Such as? Bettering society, exploring the natural world, mining precious metals, colonizing the subcontinent, constructing large towers. Do you do those things? No! I mean, men in general. Okay. This guy is weird as fuck. Let's ask him about Natalia. I don't know who that is. Bukovia is a big city. Would I even remember her? She worked nearby. This is Bukovia Boulevard. Everyone is nearby. Thanks anyway. Don't we have some things we can present to him? No. Oh, yeah. Clara said she's seen Natalia speaking to Elliot. Sir, you are a liar! Confirm!
I didn't know Natalia Reed. I have no idea who she was.
Elliot's brow is furrowed, and though he's clearly perturbed, you have difficulty reading his emotions. You can stop lying now.
What makes you sure I am lying?
Someone saw you with her at the hotel. Elliot pauses for so long, you're not sure he heard you. Squinting, he examines the empty glass like it holds the secrets of the universe. Well?
Right. Yes, Natalia. I knew her. But again, barely. We met once or twice while we were drinking. I intimated I might find her attractive to a degree. She made it very clear to everyone that my feelings were not reciprocated.
Oh, you got rejected! Oh! So why did you lie, my dude?
Because it was an embarrassing experience and I don't like to relive it. You're bartender. It should be none of your business. Are you going to serve me or are you done?
I'm done.
Yeah, right.
Could I maybe present... Oh, that's his motive. Because she rejected him. Can I maybe present the lighter? I don't know if this is a way to, like... I don't have the lighter on me, but, you know, I don't know. He's a smoker.
A lighter on the ground? People lose lighters all the time. What does this have to do with me?
Don't you smoke, Elliot?
All my life. Well, since school, anyway.
That makes two of us.
I was trying to fit in with the popular lads. I needn't have bothered. I'm not sure I even enjoy it anymore, but what I really don't enjoy is the shaking of my hands when I can't find tobacco. If you have any tips for quitting that actually work, let me know. It would save me a great deal of money.
I'll keep an eye out for some. Okay, that... I mean, it got me a little more affection with him. That might have been worth it, maybe. I guess. Well, Hugo's the only one left.
Let's have a little chit-chat.
Evening, barkeep. Okay, don't have anything else to talk about. Let's see. Let's talk about motives. Yeah. I don't know if this is useful for anything, but might as well. I'm glad you're the one conducting these interviews. This is like something straight out of a radio drama, but it's a solid motive. Nice work. We still need evidence that Elena was capable of the crime. A murder weapon might be a good place to start. I'm prepared to answer. I mean, we talked about all this stuff with him before. You have a fiance. I don't know if it'll be super useful asking him about the evidence, particularly the motives. But let's go ahead and ask him about Elliot's motive anyway. The sting of rejection can be a powerful motive. Well done. I got a bad feeling about this guy, but we'll need solid evidence. This must go before a judicar, so our case must be rock solid. For rejection to be a motive for murder, he'd need to have a short temper indeed. Try shaking the tree and see what falls out. Confronting him might do the trick. Oh, I'ma push that button so many times. We don't like Elliot in here. We don't like a lot of characters. Well, I don't know if there's really anything else I can talk to him about. Let's go ahead and end the conversation, because there's probably some more connections we can make on our little pinboard there. We're gonna go full Pepe Sylvia on this bitch. Oh boy. Okay, so let's see what we got. Let's see. Peter is still employed in the criminal underground as a debt collector. And we know that Natalia is in debt. Ooh! Oh, fuck. Peter collects debts for a living, and Natalia was in serious debt due to her gambling addiction. Peter's boss may have ordered him to kill Natalia when she could no longer pay up. Oh no, did we just find Peter's murder motive? Fuck! That's what I didn't want to do. Oh. Shoot! I was trying to, you know, get Peter off the hook because...
Oh no, he's hot!
You know, listen. I'm very bisexual. Okay. The syringe. Ooh. Oh, that's the evidence against Alina. Alina recognized the syringe thanks to her past experience as Dr. Duran's assistant and confirmed to me that she knows how to use them. This means she is proficient with the murder weapon that was used to kill Natalia. Oh no. Oh no. Can we combine these two as well? Oh yeah, and there's the evidence for Killian. Killer Killian. And assassin Alina. Love me some alliteration. Killian recognized the syringe because his mother, a doctor, uses them commonly at her home practice. This means Killian had access to the weapon that was used in Natalia's murder. Ooh, we're starting to fill out this chart here. We're gonna start getting some defenses for people. Honestly, Elliot especially, I don't have a good feeling about him. He's giving off very incel vibes. And we all know that men get real... Well, men can get real when rejected. Alright, I don't think we'll be able to connect anything else right now. We still got plenty of time. I don't know why I keep feeling like we're on, like, the brink of the deadline when we're only, like, a quarter of the way there. It's fine. I just don't want to procrastinate, you know? Oh, Olivia's here today. We didn't see her yesterday. Peter! Peter's here. Okay. Alright, so let us talk to Vincent first. Hey, buddy. How you doing? Let's see. Let's get you a drink. Yeah, something timeless. The Eastern Ruby is his favorite. We'll go ahead and get him that. I mentioned before, when we played the demo, I did kind of have the idea of like, oh, let's have some drinks while we're playing through this game during the full release. And I, for some reason, I had this very silly idea of like, oh, let's make some of the drinks from here. I'm not a bartender by any means. I can barely be able to mix vodka and fruit juice. Much less like syrups and garnishes and this and that and blah. Anyway. So let's see. When did you open the bookshop? The Covey Books has been there for over a decade now. Are you a fan of literature? I am. I never took you for the educated sort, eh? You call me dumb looking? A mistake on my part for sure. It is always nice to meet a fellow enthusiast. The book depositories in this district are in a shocking state. Nothing but grimy, lurid bestsellers and nothing of note from local writers. I enjoy foreign literature, but I feel with how the publishing industry operates, it's hard to notice the books that were created in our towns. The Covey has a thriving literature scene, but it is dying because of the influx of exotic, lightweight fiction. We both know I don't need to work, but a man has to have a hobby, and if that hobby is meaningless, then what's the point? The Covey's golden age was once cultural. Music, books, opera, but now our industrial might swells while our souls shrivel. Oh. I might just be a lowly bookshop owner these days, but stocking this place with the books and I love means the world to me. Does that make sense? Makes sense. Yeah. I'm glad we talked about this. Okay. I mean, there's no reason to present clues to Vincent, right? Go ahead and exit that conversation. Let's talk to Olivia. We haven't talked to her for a hot minute. It has been quite the day for me. More negotiations, more drama, more rehearsals. Exhausting. Makes a woman crave a cold drink in a deeply comfortable chaise lounge. Sounds rough. She presses her long fingers together, her mouth is slightly agape as she leans close. The maid girl, the one that works in the hotel, Clara, avoid her. She is what I would describe as trouble.
I once saw her fighting with a known criminal. And not just any criminal either. One of those henchmen of a certain mob boss. Are you talking about that one? That one right there, over there by the stairs? Huh? Henchman? Yes, I'm surprised she isn't dead, if I'm honest. When I saw her here, I immediately knew I should warn you. I like this establishment, and I quite like Vincent when he is sober. I wouldn't want Claire attracting trouble. She leans back in her chair, the serious look on her face now replaced with a serene smile. That's all I needed to say on the matter. I trust we understand each other. Why do my R's keep turning to W's? It's like the more intoxicated I get, the more my ability to comprehend the English language just right out the window. We're doing great. We're doing swell. We're doing fine. This place must have been dull without me. What, if anything, have I missed? We do need to talk to her about the lounge chats. Let's ask her about her preferences first. Something refreshing, fruity, and adventurous. The pirate's joy is my usual go-to. Specific. I'm a specific sort of woman. I love a little story with my drink, and the pineapple undertones take away some of the bitter taste. What sort of story? Supposedly, the original recipe was invented by none other than a pirate captain. Talk about a lucky crew. Interesting. Alright, hey then. Need a drink? Pour me something fabulous. Alrighty then. Well, let's go ahead and do just that. The pirate story is probably the one I would be the most interested in. My favorite drink is what's called a Bay Breeze. It's basically a vodka cranberry with the addition of pineapple juice. Sometimes I make it at home. It's very simple. It's not all that complicated. It's literally just vodka, cranberry juice, and pineapple juice. You know. Astonishing, flawless, incredible. Anyway, I want to ask you. She might be in a bad mood after this, but let's ask about the lounge chats. Yes, we met there occasionally. This place. Okay, that's it. Really? Did you know Natalia? Natalia! I met her a few times while I drank at the Hotel Jubilee before the Prohibition, obviously. Really? Oh, she also frequented the theater. I don't blame her. But what I do blame her for is all the noise. She would drink a lot during the intermission and occasionally cause a bit of a scene. Oh. Her name did pop up now and then in conversation with my fellow socialites. She was an accountant who dealt with a lot of the creative types, including my director. She would have been fired if she wasn't so popular with the clients. She formed strong bonds with them over strong cocktails. Interesting. Nonetheless, her death is a great shame. You should talk to Killian about her. I'd imagine he'd be on the suspect list. Killian loves a blonde. I should know. He tried to hit on you? I'm blonde, wealthy, easy on the eyes. I have a pulse. I'm more than qualified for his affections. Yeah, there's a lot of blonde women that come by here. There's Olivia, Clara, Alina. Oh god, if I fuck up, is somebody gonna die? Oh, I think if I fuck up, somebody might die. Oh no. No pressure. I don't know if there's a whole lot else I want to talk to her about. Because she's not a suspect. She got me information on Killian that's probably useful. Let's... Tell me about yourself. I'm sure she would love to. Bartender, I thought you'd never ask. I'm an actress, opera singer, budding radio host. That's all, folks. Try that again. Take two. I'm an actress, opera singer, budding radio host, etc., etc. Ooh. Tell me about this radio show. Ah, my favorite subject. I'm so glad you asked. The radio is so new and interesting. Olivia leans in, perking up in her chair. She wants to make sure you're soaking up every word.
Precisely! I've already been on the air as a guest, but my new show will be a bit of news, a bit of gossip, and most of all, an advice column all of my own. I think I can teach my listeners a great deal about poise, taste, tact, and how to live with just a bit more extravagance. I've noticed the younger generation, well, younger than me, have lost the gall that defined them. Why is that? That's a question for the scholars, those with minds sharper than mine. Although if I were to guess, I'd say it has something to do with how quickly Bukovi advanced in the last 30 years. Obviously, I was a child, nay, an infant, when the boom happened. From what I understand, there was a sharp influx of money into Sara that we created with an uneasy mix of industrial giants and lucky speculators flooding into the same social spaces as the established aristocracy. God, you talk a lot. Killian's parents are one of that crowd, and they are as tasteless as they come. God, nobody likes Killian or his family. I mean, fair, he kinda sucks, but they have the money and power, but lack the graces, the decorum, the sense of permanence that we have. We? Well, figuratively speaking, Killian has the wealth of a sultan, but the demeanor of a grain store supervisor. Though that's just my opinion. You'll hear me expound on my views more eloquently on air next week. She winks, taking the last sip of her drink. There's something about the shrewd look she gives you that catches you off guard. I suppose you'll need to listen in to learn more. Maybe. Okay, let's ask about Father Lacey. Do you know him by any chance? Yes, I know him well. He's a priest. Does it seem strange that two people so different share the same speakeasy? No. Well, it's not my place to say, but I don't think he's keeping his vows if he's coming here. And he's such a drag, sitting there clutching his little drink. It's like looking at a child crying at their own birthday party. He was so stoic a few months ago. He's thoroughly morose now. I've asked him what's wrong, but he doesn't like to answer. It's not like I can tell anyone either. Oh yes, I keep seeing Father Lacey at the secret speakeasy we share. I hope he cheers up soon and goes back to his old self. He's always been a big old sad sack, but his droopy face is making the floor tiles sad. Oh God. Heavens, would you look at the time I should be going? Your tab. Livia winks at you and she places the coin down on the table. The grin is coy. She enjoys being caught as much as she enjoys getting away with it. Good night, Olivia. Let's talk to Alina next. We got a few things we can chat with her about. Ooh, she sits down wordlessly for a while. She looks down at her hands, seemingly in a trance. What can I get you, Alina? Do you remember what I said about Natalia? I do. I regret saying it. I regret it a lot. I saw my dad yesterday, and he's basically a husk. I didn't like her, and yeah, she was a floozy, but making fun of her dying like that, that's not me. I see. She threatened to have me written off, but at the same time, if my father was just following her lead, I should be upset with him. Perhaps I need to stop trying to shift my father around like he's a pawn. He's a grown man and he can take care of himself. Anyway, enough about that. Well, okay then. Let's get you your favorite drink, babes. Need a drink? Yes, get me drunk. Oh, so I guess that's just the thing she says. Okay, well, we want her to be in a good mood. Let's get her her favorite drink. Ooh. I don't think we've made a poison drop before. Fascinating. Yes, quite indeed. Indubitably, I dare say. Just slipped into like 3 different accents there. Oh, she's in a good mood now, yay. Oh, I'm going to enjoy this one. Delicious. Okay, let's see. Oh, we have so many things to talk to her about, including clues. This is the one I think we need to have a higher affection with her before we ask about her and Maria further. Are you single? It's complicated, but I'm seeing someone, even if some people might prefer me. What? Even if some people might prefer me to be. Who prefers that? Maria mainly, though I can't say many of my friends approve of my love life. Why not? Many reasons. I guess if we discuss in the abstract, we can talk about this, even if it's a difficult subject. Sure.
I guess what I can't decide is how do you choose between your best friend and a potential partner? I mean, what's more important? Old friendships or new love? Well, love comes and goes, friends are forever. I used to think that too, but surely a good friend wants you to find love. I don't know, a friend is supposed to support your choices? Is a friend supposed to support your choices? Or is a friend supposed to tell you the hard truths you don't want to hear? Friendship is about honesty. You might have a point. I need to think about this. I should talk to Maria. Well, too bad she's not here today. We can talk about anything, or we could, but we've been through a lot. I hope she understands that this time the guy I like is different. Is she talking about Killian? I hope she's not talking about Killian. Bestie, please don't talk about Killian. Is he really different? Yes, I think he is. Well, that's nice to hear. Lover boy. Olivia mentioned that Killian hits on a lot of women, especially blondes. She hinted that this is likely to include Natalia Reed as she matches his taste. Oh? I wonder if that's just big darn coincidence that all the victims happen to be blonde women. That's sure is something. Killian, we'll have to ask him about that. I guess we gotta present some clues. Oh dear. Oh no, let's ask about your old job. I told you I won't work there now. I don't have to. Oh. What about that? Take that! This ain't Phoenix, right? Natalia Reed's murderer? What's this about now? Did you resent Natalia Reed? Yes, and I wasn't the only one. Are you happy she's gone? That's dark. What kind of woman do you think I am? The kind of woman who said just yesterday you were glad she was dead? Do you know how she died? Some sort of poison, right? My dad mentioned it. Horrible way to go. Wouldn't wish that on, well, her. The fact that someone out there is sick enough to do something that sadistic is sort of terrifying. It's why I don't come here without friends. Well, that and the fact that drinking alone is deeply depressing. No offense to your clients. Yeah, right. That didn't really get us anything new, I suppose. You seem genuinely disturbed about what happened to Natalia. Yes, it's affected me quite badly. Someone dying like that, it makes you realize money isn't everything. I guess there's more to life than my inheritance. Sometimes I think I should just let them write me off and lose everything. Maybe the fear is worse than the reality. It would be foolish, though. If Father doesn't give me the money, he'll just waste it at the casino. Maybe something needs to change. I gave up on trying to make him a better person a long time ago, but still, I told myself it was just the company he kept. Natalia wasn't the issue, my father was. When my mother left, he was happy that he had an excuse to gamble. He's not grieving, he's greedy. Maybe it's the alcohol talking, but I've been learning a lot about myself lately. Either way, on to other things and topics, please. Right. And she should get going. Okie dokie. Killian, I got some questions for you, my guy. He's in a good mood. Well, let's fix that. Get him a drink first, and then we need to confront him about him being a liar, pants on fire. It is a touch tedious, but it's not bad. Oh, come on! We're so close! Dang it! Oh. Hey, Killian! I heard you like blonde ladies. And all the blonde ladies seem to be dying. I admit I am casting a wide net, but patience yields dividends. I'm a due catch. That's it? That's all you got from me? Oh, my dude. Well, then let's ask about this. Killer Killian? Question mark. What in the goddess are you talking about? You're talking absolute rot. I won't indulge this baseless speculation.
I guess asking about motive is basically like, hey, did you kill Natalia?
Whoopsies.
Hey, Killian, you smoke? I'm trying to use up my actions. A lighter? Goddess, I'm not sure what this has to do with me. You're a smoker, Killian? Killian looks uncomfortable, as if recalling an unpleasant memory. He looks you up and down. Absolutely not! The son of a doctor knows better than to engage in such unhealthy habits. Despite his words, Killian twitches nervously. Uh-huh. Smart man. Oh, come on. We gotta get to the first affection level. We're just barely there. Fuck off. Dang it. Okay. Tomorrow, perhaps, then. Let's talk to our boy Peter. Hey, Peter. How you doing? Presuming we have the time for it, which I guess we might, maybe, I don't know. We should try getting everybody drunk. We got a lot of clues we need to present to him. Oh dear. Oh, Peter. Oh, Peter, my guy. Can I ask you about the syringe? Let's see. A coward's weapon. The kind of person who kills like that, they're the real monsters. Oh, okay. That's all he got to say about it? What about the lighter? You smoke, Peter? Nice lighter. You want to give me a gift? Customer of the week? Do you smoke, Peter? Huh? You've seen me smoke. You gave me this lighter 5 years back when we hit up that train depot. And by gave, I mean I pocketed it when you wasn't looking. You stole it? He pulls out a basic disposable lighter. You recognize it immediately. You always bought the cheapest ones. You notice it's still full of fluid. It's almost 5 years later. Did you quit? He cracks a smile and you catch yourself looking at his dimples instead of his scar. Wish I did, but nah. I use matches these days, actually. Why? Because I'm a firm believer in luck, and this is my lucky charm nowadays. Especially after what happened at the train depot job. Did you ever try to quit? Many times. Look, I'm trying to cut down, but in this line of work, you gotta keep your nerves steady. What's with all these smoking questions? I don't think I want to insinuate that he's a suspect. We might have to tell him that we're going in that direction. The killer smokes. You smoke, bartender. No, I don't. You better make sure this new job doesn't forget who you really are. Play a role too well and you might forget you're part of a show. Well, at least he wasn't mad at me. Let's ask him about this. Hey, Peter, did you kill Natalia? Ha! Prove it. Would love to see you try. Okay, well, there's that. Peter's matches? Peter lights his cigarettes with matches. He doesn't like to use the cheap disposable lighter he pinched from me a few years ago as he considers it a good luck charm. You're very much barking up the wrong tree here. My bad. Okay, well, that's fine. I don't know if we got a whole lot out of that. But, I mean, we learned that the lighter probably isn't his. Something. Let's talk to Hugo. Hey, buddy. Evening. Can I get you a drink? Buy me a drink. Do we? We still don't know what his favorite drink is. We know some that he likes. Oh, he said he likes stuff with coffee. Yeah. Okay, let's get him one of those. I completely forgot about that. I even wrote it down. Why did I forget that? Oh my god. Oh, perfect. Well, as perfect as a crime can be. Cool. Okay, then. Anything we can talk to him about? Fuck, I don't know. Can we ask him about anything? I don't know if it's useful to ask him about everything. Likes blondes? Not that rare a preference, but it is interesting in this case. Doesn't this remind you of something we already learned? See what you can piece together. Oh. He's basically telling me we need to piece together the whole Killian likes blondes with blondes are dying, which we already kind of knew, but he's being far less subtle about it here. I guess if we're kind of stuck, he's sort of our hint line, maybe? Looks like it's about Peter's matches. How touching. I hope you're not letting your history with Wagner affect your judgment, bartender. Of course not. Good, in that case, the fact he uses matches is certainly worth noting. It might be relevant. I'm prepared to... Killer Killian? Yeah. Good work, bartender. I'm willing to test this theory, but you'll need to provide me with a clear motive as well. Keep working, I'll see what I can dig up too. Alright. Just ask me about everything, I guess. Elena the assassin. It's not an unreasonable deduction, one worthy of running by the people she socializes with. Oh, test them out and see what more you can learn. But you will need a solid motive for Elena to kill the victim. Ooh. Did I ask Killian about Elena potentially being the killer? I did not. Oh dear. No, that can't be. Elena? She's a decent sort. And she turned the keys in when she quit. And the locks were changed. If I don't get home soon, my mother will lock me out by. Well, that didn't pop up as a new thing. I guess that doesn't count as her defense. I think that will do it for this day. Let's go ahead. Tap the bell. Get back to our pinball. Oh, kitty! I will put the kitty cat. Okay, let's see. Lover boy and hold up. Blonde victims. Oh, Killian's got his motive. All of the Bukovi killer's victims have been blonde women, which Killian is known to have a preference for when it comes to dating. It's possible he turns to murder when he doesn't get his way. Gasp. So let's see. I do believe that is a motive for everybody. Shucks. And Hugo said that we want to present the motives to people who are close to them. Elliot and Peter don't really associate with anybody else at the Speakeasy, though. Alright, I think that may be it for this day. We continue on? We'll carry on. Alright, who is here today? Oh. Clara! Oh, that's right. Who was it? Olivia said she was being harassed by somebody. Clara sits at the bar but can't look you in the eye. Oh. Oh god, the music. Did the killer try to get Clara? She's at the bar but can't look in the eye. She's quiet. You can tell something's off about her. You alright, Clara? I don't want to sound paranoid, but someone is out there. Someone dangerous. What? When I left on Thursday, I think I was chased. Footsteps were coming towards me fast, so I ran. You were chased? Maybe. I'll talk more about it later if you're interested, but for now... yeah, let's get you a drink, fam! Oh, God. Okay. Yeah, let's get her favorite drink. She's already in a bad enough mood. Oh, she's in a good mood now! Oh, thank goodness. I love Claire. I'm so glad she's okay. So can you tell me about what happened when you were chased? Let me just get my thoughts straight. I'm not easily spooked, but I really feel like I was almost part of a real bad scene. Take your time. Well, when I left here on Thursday, I saw someone across the street in an alley lighting a cigarette with a match. I mean, so it was probably Peter, but Clara said that, you know, she borrowed money from Carla, the loan shark, so maybe Peter was just coming to talk to her and didn't have any, murderous intentions, hopefully. When I walked past them, I turned and saw them creeping up on me. When I grokked, they were trying to keep out of sight. I started walking faster, but they followed, fast. I can rumble with the best of them, but the Bukovi River is full of dames who had an inflated opinion of their martial prowess. Oh. Sifu told me the best way to defend yourself is with your feet. When you can run, you should run. When I got home, I started to doubt whether it really happened. Was I being paranoid? And when I thought about contacting the police, I knew all the questions they'd ask. What were you doing out so late, little lady? Oh, that's rough. The whole situation proper shook me up. I was gonna stay home tonight, but then I work down the road, so the risk is the same. If I don't work, I starve, so what option I got? What did the person look like? I didn't really see them. There aren't any lights in the alleyways, so all I really saw was someone lighting their cigarette with a match. It didn't give off enough light to see who it was. Not much to go on. Every time someone lights up near me now, I break out in a cold sweat. Probably just paranoia. Or we're probably gonna have to connect Peter's matches and Clara being chased. Damn it. Peter, get a better job, my guy. Okay, we'll leave her alone for now. I don't think there's anything else, or... you know what? Maybe we'll ask her about Killian. See if he's hit on her, maybe. He was trying to get tips on how to seduce Alina. If I knew how to get a girl like that, I wouldn't tell him. You're pretty sure she's a lesbian. Which, love to see it. Can we ask about this, maybe? Yeah, that's ridiculous. That's not Killian. Okay, sure. Ask her one more time about the chase. Make sure we got everything. I told you that and I don't want to talk about it anymore. Okay, alright. Good to know. Well, unfortunately, neither Killian or Alina are here. Maria? Hey, girl. We should chat, I guess? Okay, no other conversations. Let's get her a drink. She likes the femme fatale. Ooh, I literally just said maybe we should start getting people drunk, and then I completely forgot about it. That's lovely. Ooh, affection up! Yeah, yeah. Well, let's ask about Alina's evil stepmother. Yeah. No, no way. Not Alina. I don't buy that theory. Oh, okay. What about the Killian? You don't seem to like him very much. No, I don't see it. I'm not a Killian fan, but I don't think he's your suspect. He's a different flavor of awful. What about that? Maybe? I'm always happy to think the worst of him, but he's not smart enough to be a serial killer. He's not smart enough to dress himself without Mummy's help. Let's ask about the evidence against Alina, then. Huh! Oh, you're serious? What a lark. No, Alina's not the one. We should chat, I guess, pass the time. Okay, you're not being tremendously helpful, ma'am. Let's ask about this? Maybe? Yeah, you've got his number. That's Killian, all right. Oh, it's really late. Okay, so you weren't all too helpful. Well, let's talk to Wendy now. We meet again. What do you want to know, bartender? Okay, nothing else to chat with her about. Need a drink, Wendy? All right, let's get her one of these. You know how to pour a drink with some glamour. I never doubted you. Okay, let's... Oh, God. Ask about... Because she's friends, I think, with Alina and Killian. Alright. Darling, I have a gift when it comes to reading people, and I must say, it failed me the moment I believed you were smarter than this. Oh. Do you genuinely believe a girl as intelligent as Elena would think murder is the best option for a situation? Especially after telling everyone within earshot how much she hates her months before her death? The few times I could be bothered to pay attention when she played chess, I could tell she never makes a single move without considering every outcome. The same goes for decisions she makes in life. It's a trait I deem worthy of my respect, perhaps even envy. Think long and hard about what you're looking for, dear bartender. Would the actions of a serial killer, with all the flaws and risks, truly fit a person like Alina? Either way, take it from me. She would find ways to deal with Natalia that are far more elegant and efficient than injecting poison. Ways that would never incriminate her. Did we just get Alina's defense? Oh, we just got Alina's defense. It's not much of a defense, though. It's just kind of speculation about her character. Not really like an alibi. But, okay, I mean, I like Alina, so I'll take it. What about Killian? What do you think about that? Killian? He couldn't hide his stash of buxom burlesque glossy magazines from his mummy. Never mind hide a body. Well, the body was discovered out in the middle of the street, so, yeah. What about his motive? No, that's silly, darling. Killian has many vices, but homicide is not one. Okay. Let's ask about this, maybe? Actually, no. Let's ask about the lighter. I don't know, maybe if it belonged to either Lena or Killian, maybe she recognizes it? Perhaps? That's a fancy lighter. Reminds me of another one Killian carries around. Oh, although his is far less ornate. Do you smoke? Only when I'm intoxicated. Is that often? Somewhat. It's a man's job to offer a lady one. That's why you keep them around, isn't it? Why are you asking? Are you offering? No. How cruel. Okay. Now we just have Elliot. Well, I guess we gotta talk to Elliot now. I'm back and I need a strong drink. Evening, Elliot. Well, he said he needed a strong drink. Let's see. Strong drink. Maybe a copper bullet? It has mint in it. He might like it. It's kind of like midway for his alcohol tolerance. Let's give that a try. He said he needed a strong drink. I'm giving him a strong drink. Does have lime juice, though. He said he doesn't like fruit. Ah, well. Not bad. As long as the glass is clean, I won't complain. Oh, excuse me. I forgot his voice. I won't complain. There's still some conversation topics we haven't talked to him about yet. What do you do for a living? I work for the Arrondissement Property Registry. It's a very important position in the municipality. Jesus, big words. Though often the plebeians treat me like a clerk rather than a senior individual with a great deal of power and influence. Sounds riveting. It pays my bills and gives me time to pursue other interests. What else is there to expect from a job? I make more than most people, that's for sure. Is money important to you? No, but I find it's a good indicator of value. Right. Okay. Well, do you happen to know Peter? Is that a joke? I avoid him, as should you. Why should I avoid him? Oh! You didn't like that. He's a villain. Everyone knows that. He works for that loan shark, Carla. I'm not so sure about that. Ugh, everyone pussyfoots around him like he's a gentleman. Pussyfooting around people like Peter is unacceptable. I will not pussyfoot like the rest. Wow, okay. If you repeat pussyfoot over and over, it begins to lose the effect. Oh,
What? The point is, I don't socialize with men like Peter, nor should anyone with common sense and decency.
Noted. Do you like blondes? Maybe? I don't know. Don't know what you're asking me. My bad. Dang it! I feel like I flubbed that one. Hugo. Evening. Let me get you a drink. Oh, perfect. Well, as perfect as a crime can be. Hot shit. Let's present Alina's defense. Yeah, Wendy pointed out the flaws in any theory that would brand Alina as the culprit. She's simply too cautious and tactical to commit this kind of crime. Miss Brooker raises a good point. Alina Dragos does seem a little too clever to have killed a woman she so openly detested with the tools she was known to have worked with. I think we can cross her name off our list. Oh, let's fucking go! High five! So that's official clear of Alina. Excellent. All right then. All right, I don't know if I kind of fumbled it a bit here, but you know, we'll go ahead, go back. We'll do our pin board thing, and we'll pin Peter's matches with Clara's chase. Oh no, Peter! Stop doing illegal things! Peter uses matches to light his cigarettes, and Clara was recently chased near the crime scene by someone who does the same. Criminals do tend to return to the scene of their crime. A little bit. Oh! Alina's here alone? But didn't she say she was only gonna come to the speakeasy with friends? I'm pretty sure she said that. Did she not? I mean, she seems to be in a normal mood. Yeah, let's get her the poison drop. We want her to like us more because we may present her some clues and talk about some things that could potentially piss her off. Yeah! Let's catch up on all the gossip. Hey, did Killian / potentially your man kill your shitty stepmother? That's ridiculous. Killian would never do something like that. Besides, the body was found early in the morning, right? Killian's mother is extremely strict when it comes to curfew. If he's not home by 11, she'll scour the entire Bakovi Boulevard until she can drag him back home. We found Killian's defense. Trust me on this one. Killian cannot take a single breath without his parents' permission. If he were up to no good, they'd know. Oh, fuck. So now it's either Elliot or Peter. Hey, is this your lighter? Don't just show me a photograph of a lighter. If there's something you want to know, ask. You smoke? She glances over her shoulder, scanning the bar to ensure nobody is within hearing distance. I think I can trust you on this. Yes, I smoke every now and then. Just don't tell anyone, okay? Why the secrecy? It's Maria. She hates smokers so much. I enjoy the occasional cigarette, but I'd hate to disappoint my best friend. So I do my best to hide it. I never carry any tobacco in my purse, but when I smoke, I borrow a lighter matchbox from someone else. Doesn't it become a hassle after a while? I am conflicted. Best friends shouldn't make each other feel guilty, but perhaps it's better if I quit. Perhaps. I mean, we know she's not the killer, so... do you anything you do in your spare time? I play competitive chess. I'm good at it, depending on who you compare me to. Maria and I have been chess partners since we were kids. Back then, we imagined that if we got good enough, we'd live the life of chess grandmasters. Play chess for trophies, live in hotels, go to parties, have crowds cheer our names. The reality is a lot of these events only pay you when you win, and the entry fees are extortionate. Back in the day, we did overtime to afford the qualification fees. We'd be so exhausted from overtime that we'd never play our best. We'd scrape by enough money from one hotel room and pass out each night. Still had fun, though. Ever win? I won a tournament a few weeks back. Maria got second place, so we both qualify for an upcoming national tournament. Maria doesn't know yet, but I'll be paying to take us both there. Oh, it's kind of you. It's our dream. I understand. Let's catch up on all the gossip. How are you finding your time here? Pleasant crowd, mostly.
There's a few people here that I'm not on great terms with, but it's a bar, so that's to be expected. Who? I'd rather not get into it, honestly.
I have a feeling I know who you're talking about.
Do you? Who?
Elliot.
How'd you guess that?
Just instinct.
He's a piece of work, all right, especially when he's drunk. A few months before Prohibition, I was at a casino with my father on my birthday. He wasn't exactly going to bake me a cake, and I didn't want to be alone all day till the club's open and I could see my friends. So I figured I'd take an interest in his hobby. And while Dad was playing Baccarat, Elliot made a play for me.
Creepy.
Obviously, I turned him down pretty quickly, but I remember him getting so angry. I tried to brush him off gently, but he really didn't get the message. I've dealt with fellas shouting at me before, but this was different. The more the rage built, the quieter he got. But you could tell he was losing control, shaking. I clung to my dad after that and didn't go back to the casino, but I'd still see him around sometimes. Makes my skin crawl.
Sorry you went through that.
Don't be sorry, be cautious. He has a few screws loose if you ask me.
I'll keep that in mind. Could we maybe talk to Elliot about that? Oh. Bartender.
Father Lacey.
Yes. Let's go ahead and get him his drink.
Yeah.
Let's... I don't know. Because usually when he's here, if we give him the strong thing, then we don't exactly get a lot of chance to talk to him. Let's maybe try a copper bullet, something not as strong, maybe? Kind of more of a guess. He might absolutely hate this. I may have just done a bit of a hoopsie. Goes down quite nicely. Okay. Let's see. Did you know Natalia Reed? Can't say I've heard of her. Who is she? A woman who died recently. Oh, that's horrible. I hope she found peace in the end. Well, sorry for sharing something kind of sucky with you. Why are you here? Arthur Lacey hovers the glass between his fingers, swinging it gently back and forth like a metronome. You're not sure if he will ever answer the question. My father passed away. I'm sorry. He didn't pass of old age or anything like that. He died of a disease that was painful, constant, and in essence cruel. That's hard. I know I wasn't a very inspiring son, but he wasn't a very inspiring father either. I still miss him, though. I still remember the last advice he gave me. What was it? In life, don't aim for mediocrity. Good advice, I guess. I wasn't finished. Don't aim for mediocrity. For men like us, that's too ambitious. Ah! Oh. Sometimes I wonder if I've lost my faith and haven't noticed. Like when you drop your keys and don't realize until you're facing a locked door. I'm not sure how the goddess can be real when the world is so cruel, but I'm sure fate wouldn't deprive me of one more authority figure who is disappointed in me. I understand. Oh dear. Tell me about your father. Sure, just keep on trauma dumping at me. There's not much to say. He was just like me, and now he's gone. I feel like... This will sound strange, but I feel like the goddess has rejected him, and me too. Rejected? Yes, after he died a slow, painful death, people asked me if I had lost my faith, but I feel like if I did, the goddess just wouldn't care. Maybe not. I just have a strong feeling, a very strong feeling, that the goddess is very real, and she is also very much agnostic about me. Oh, I see little evidence she cares about any of us. The evidence of her care is all around us, though sometimes I fear she does not care about all of us equally. Right, okay. How do you know about this place? One of my congregation, Olivia, revealed its existence during confession. I thought, wait, I was not supposed to tell you that. Please forget what I just said. Olivia, this dude's talking some mad shit about you! Okay, you didn't break confession with me. Yes, very good. Confession between the priest, the confessor, and the mother is a sacred bond that should not be profaned. She burns away all sin. She does she? Indeed she does, but alcohol burns away my sorrow, so I need to reconcile that however I can. Faith is hard. I agree that when I have a good drink, I imagine the angels can't judge me harshly for something that feels so good. Yeah, that's how it works. Oh dear. Hey, Olivia! Your priest was talking some shit! He said you divulged the speakeasy. Good evening, Miss Carmine. Well, I don't know if there's anything we really have to talk to her about, but we might as well.
Let's get her a drink.
Need a drink.
Let me get you something fabulous.
Hell yeah. Okay, let's see. Aren't you risking a lot by being here?
Life's a risk, darling.
Well, for some anyway. For me, not so much. Just for other people?
That particular type of frown will give you some very deep-set wrinkles.
If you must worry so, save your worry for your own problems, not other people's.
Look, I doubt this place will be discovered, and if it is, well, imagine the press. Olivia Carmine, thrown in the slammer, locked up, prison for life. Gosh, there would be riots for my release.
You seem very confident.
I'm kidding, obviously. No, I doubt I'll get more than a slap on the wrist if I'm caught.
She is a celebrity and rich. Nothing else we can talk to her about, I guess. Maybe ask about this, see if she's seen any suspicious activity.
That's worrying, but I don't think someone with my status is at risk. I don't mean to sound conceited, but if anything was to happen to me, my fans would move heaven and earth to catch the culprit.
I don't mean to sound conceited, so let me sound hella conceited. Got other things to attend to. Let's talk to Elliot. Hey, Elliot. I'm back and I need a strong drink. This look okay? Seems very neurotic. See, the problem is his favorite drink is, not very alcoholic. What if I get him shwasted? What about this, maybe? Let's give this a try. Alright. Well, he doesn't hate it. Ooh. I heard you have a bit of a reputation here among my customers.
Which ones? I don't care about the idle chatter of scatterbrained women.
So you already know that you're a fuck with the ladies. You assume it's a woman?
Great minds speak about philosophy and science. Mediocre minds concern themselves with sport and the papers. And dull minds gossip. And women are the worst for it.
Oh, so he's an incel and he's misogynistic. I mean, to be fair, those two go together like peanut butter and jelly. So, you know, that's a bit small-minded.
I don't need to be interrogated on my views. We all know that women's and men's minds work very differently. Those who pretend otherwise are deluding themselves.
Elliot stands up and begins searching inside the pockets of his coat. Eventually, he pulls out a rectangular, shiny metal case. It's ornate and is engraved with floral details. He opens the case, revealing a dozen cigarettes packed close like sardines. He picks one out, then begins frantically searching again. God damn it, where is that lighter? This time he pulls a box of matches from his pocket and strikes one to light it up. Trying to make this place less smoky.
Whatever, I'm calm now.
Just take a breath or something.
You fuck. You fuck.
Okay. Well, let's talk to Hugo. Because we got Killian's defense. I don't think we've presented that to him. Home rules. Alina is confident that Killian couldn't possibly be the Bukovi killer, as his controlling parents enforce a very strict curfew. A little unconventional for a young man his age, but it's certainly in line with what I've heard about Dr. Durand. It seems we can rule Killian out. Good work, bartender.
Hot shit.
And What about this? Oh no. Good work. It seems his sentimental feelings over your little memento may have done him in. This doesn't mean he did it. Indeed, we need both evidence and motive. Keep digging. Ay. Is there anything else I can present to him? I don't think so. Elliot's missing lighter. After Elliot pulled out his ornate cigarette case for a smoke, he began drunkenly looking for his lighter before remembering he had lost it. He then resorted to using a box of matches he carries instead. There's also that. Can we maybe combine that with Claire's chase? Maybe? So he lost his lighter, and his cigarette case is ornately detailed. I don't know about you, bartender, but I think I see a connection here, and it's not looking good for Lynn. Okay, I think we need to go back to the pin board. We also need to talk to Peter. But Peter's not here. Ah! Okay. Let's try Elliot's missing lighter. And Clara chased? No, those don't connect. Okay, but whatever. Lighter? Oh! Elliot drunkenly admitted he lost his lighter and showed me an ornate cigarette case that matched the design of the lighter found near the scene. Since both were custom made, there's no doubt that they are unique. The lighter we found must have been Elliot's. So, we have pretty much everything we need, but we need a defense for Peter. I know Peter didn't do it. I believe in Peter. It had to be Elliot. We need to talk to Peter. Need to talk to Peter. Let's go. Peter, please tell me you're here. Please be here, Peter. Oh, thank fuck he's here. Oh, hey, Claire. Claire takes a seat. She seems in higher spirits since you last saw her. Hey again. Hello, Claire. This place is buzzing. I saw a lot of familiar faces on the way here. A lot of folks who used to drink at the mid bar at Grundown Heights come here now. At Hotel Jubilee, I mean. Mr. Lin gave me a bit of a weird look when he saw me. I won't lie, he kind of gives me the creeps. And I know I'm not the only one that thinks so, but I reckon he's probably harmless. I was mostly glad to see Maria again. Have you met her? I remember her. She talks about chess a lot, but she manages to make it sound interesting somehow. She's wicked smart, you know. She even dresses smart. I should talk to her, shouldn't I? Oh, go shoot your shot! Oh, hell yeah. You know what? Let me get you a drink, girl. Need a drink? Yeah. Let me get you your copper bullet. The only thing you like. Which honestly fair. Heck yeah. Okay. What do you think of Maria? She's a decent sort. I saw her once or twice back when I worked at the bar at the hotel. It seems Clara's being nice when talking about Maria, but you can tell there's more to the story. Oh. Oh, she needs to be drunk. Dang it. Alright. Well, I'll talk to you later, Clara. Oh, she's sitting with them. Ah! Okay, Peter, my guy, my dude. Let's catch up. I still can't talk to him about that. Let me get him a drink. Need a drink? Yeah. Let me get you your favorite so you like me even more. Something also that I kind of really didn't consider too much until right now. It said when we started this is case 0, not case 1. Is this whole thing like a prologue? Because if so, it's a hella long prologue, which means this is a hell a long game. Oh boy. Okay, Peter, we might get a little uncomfy in here, and I'm sorry in advance, but we got some things we need to talk about. Let's present this clue. What did you think I'm doing for work now? Delivering puppies and ice cream? Look, you know what I am and what I do. I ain't ashamed of it. I ain't proud either. It just is. People have to accept it, 'cause I do. Oh, you're looking at me all mad.
Peter, I need you to open up to me, bestie. Please. Potential patrons. I told you that we could do with that information, huh? Okay. I bet once Peter likes us enough, and then we're able to have that conversation with him, I bet that's Peter's defense. I bet it is. It might take us a little bit to get to that point, though, because we're halfway until the deadline. And Peter isn't even here every day. Let's talk to Hugo, because we found a match for the lighter. Let's see. La, la, la. It's a match. Yeah. A damning piece of evidence indeed. The strongest we've seen so far. This could be a breakthrough, but we need to play it smart. I'll need a motive. Find out if he had any connection with the victim. I mean, we know his motive. We told you already. Yeah. Yeah, okay. We need evidence. Fucking. Fuck ass. Maybe we can confront Elliot about it. Well, there's more people here. Hey, Elliot. I know this is your lighter. I'm not even gonna get you a fucking drink. Fuck you. And your lighter. You think I killed Natalia Reed just because you have a crackpot theory about my lighter? For a crackpot theory, it sure seems to get a rise out of you. Ha! You wanna know what I really thought of Natalia Reed? Yes. You can see the cogs in his head turning as he stares you down. His angry... The music stopped? I don't like that. His angry eyes flicker past you to the wall behind your head, and then to the glass in his hands. Natalia Reed was an uptight, dirty gold digger who deserved what she got. She was barely ever sober, and when I tried to talk with her on serious matters, she called me dull. She was shallow and vapid. The woman had a laugh that could shatter glass in the conversational range of a birch tree. I'm spitting. Why did anyone waste time trying to converse with her? She was a personality vacuum. People say I am awkward, but she was as dull as a dishwasher. Women like her refuse to follow the rules we should all acknowledge when engaging in the dating arena. She is of mediocre quality as a partner at best, and yet she insisted on holding out for a man far her superior. Instead of you. He slams the glass down with a crack. Little shards of glass catch on the edge of his hand, and he wipes them away. If he is injured, he's hiding it well. And why not? I was settling for her. And still she dismissed me despite my obvious qualities. I think I've heard enough. You gonna pay for that glass? Holy fuck! Oh my god. Yeah, I think he killed her. I absolutely think we killed her. We just need to clear Peter first. Bye. Yeah, I'm not even gonna serve you. Get out of here. Hey, Hugo, can we talk about what just happened? No! The fuck, man. Is there anything we can talk to anybody else about? Yeah, I know. You're perpetually in a bad mood. You don't treat your faith as seriously as I expected. The goddess is too important to take seriously. Should you be saying that? I'm not exactly known as the funny one among my peers, but priests can be chronically taciturn, even compared to me. I doubt my humor will single me out for punishment from the goddess, or a grace. I used to be more respectful, but why bother? Considering the secrets of my congregation reveals a confession every night, it's only through the grace of the goddess that I've resisted hurtling myself into the sea. If it helps any, the biggest joke in this room is me. Oh, my guy. Okay. I'm just trying to go through all conversations here. I think we're close to the end of this case. We just need to get through the days so we can talk to Peter, serve him his favorite drink, and then he likes me more, and then we can have that conversation and clear him. Oh, we got things we can talk to her about. Oh, we still haven't gotten the conversation out about her and Maria. Okay, you know what? Let's serve Alina. Get me drunk.
Yeah, okay, please. Yes, okay. So let's see. About you and Maria. Alina presses her hands together. Her eyes focus on her ring. Did she give you that? She did. It's one of my most prized possessions. All the glitz and jewels I've worn are nothing compared to this. Maria must have worked months to save for it. We were both poor when she gave it to me. I think she'd just started at Ernie's, and I was doing long shifts at the hospital and really needed cheering up. My life has changed so much. I remember her handing it to me. Oh, she could barely look me in the eye. Really? She lifts her hand up and to look closer at the ring, a smile crossing her face. If she'd asked me then, I'd have said yes. Too much has changed, though. What changed? I think we both did, if I'm honest. When we met... Gosh, I'm a bit drunk, but can we keep this between us, right? I'll keep a secret. I'll trust you. Back then, when she and I met, I was enamored with her. Something about a bookish girl with a big heart. But I didn't really understand what I felt, so I convinced myself I felt nothing. I was like a tornado pushing her away, then trying to win her back, desperately clinging to her, then demanding she leave me the hell alone. I understand. I couldn't tell whether I wanted to be with her or if I wanted to be her. Smart, gorgeous, incredible at chess. I don't know if she feels that way about me. We're so close as friends now. I don't want to lose what I have of her. Maybe she wants the same thing as you. Sometimes I think she might. It might just be wishful thinking, though. I don't let myself have those thoughts. I try to avoid such intense feelings these days. Maybe feelings like that are too much for anyone. My life isn't a romance novel, trust me. Plenty of people have fallen for Maria. None of them are still her friend. I could lose her completely. Maybe not. Anyway, enough of that. I don't know what's gotten into me. Probably the alcohol. Still, promise is a promise. Keep it quiet. My lips are sealed. Hey, Maria! Just totally, out of the blue, in no way a relevant conversation to what I just talked to Alina about, but, do you like her? Ooh. Hey, Maria. Ooh. We don't have anything else to talk to her about. Oh no! Fucker! I hate it here. Need a drink? Here, I'm gonna get you all drunk and then you can go get with your lady friend. I want them to get together. I want them to touch faces. I can out that Alina's a smoker. Ooh. I know, but Alina doesn't know that I know. And I won't make a big deal out of it. Friends know when to keep quiet. I want them to get together so bad! So bad! I guess I did say I wanted Claire to get with her. Shit! Oh. Elena, we still got some actions here. How did becoming rich change your life? It was pretty much instantaneous. My father plays every game in the casino, and he is not good. He is, however, occasionally very lucky. And when you're lucky and have a daughter who tells you not to gamble all your winnings, well, you can move up 3 or 4 social classes in a weekend. We're not close, if that's what you're wondering. My father's always abroad or in the casino, but he sends me a chunk of money every month. I get more in that monthly pay packet than I could earn in a year. Good setup. She waves her hand weakly and shrugs. When he's poor again, I'll be sure to write him a letter or something. I save most of the money he sends me and spend where I need. Clothes, hair, skincare. Looking wealthy is half the cost of being wealthy. Leash. Being rich, what are your thoughts on the prohibition? Quite the question for a night like this. What are yours? I'm a bartender, so the answer should be clear. I mean, yes, you work as a bartender, but people do illegal things for a lot of reasons. Why do you do it? I do it for the money. Honesty, I respect that. People can be very judgmental when it comes to how we make our money. The greatest luxury wealthy people enjoy is money becomes invisible to them. I don't see the point of the prohibition personally. It seems like a knee-jerk reaction by old men in the Sarin legislature. Literal fossils. I'll tell you one thing. They are drinking what they want when they want. Prohibition won't make their cheeks less rosy. Well, okay, I'm gonna go. Like, half of you have not been served. Fucking deal with it. I gotta go talk to my guy. Okay, let's go. We don't even need the pinboard no more. Please be here, Peter. Oh. Constable Hugo Mertens enters the bar again. The way he carries himself, you feel you're about to have an unpleasant conversation. Is he about to tell me we're past the halfway point? Barkeep, we're already a week into the 2-week limit I gave you. I trust you're aware of this? I am. From what you've shown me so far, I've come to understand you're making a genuine effort at this. While you still have time before our agreed-upon deadline, there's no telling when the killer will strike again. If you believe to have a solid idea of who the killer might be, I urge you to tell me as soon as possible. I will. I mean, could I just go ahead and tell him I think it's Elliot? I'll hang around a little while. If there's any findings you haven't shown me yet, just call me over. When it comes to information, I have all the time in the world if it means catching the killer. Okay, but I really want Peter's defense. Ooh! What's this ear thing? Oh, I'm eavesdropping. Clara takes a seat beside Maria. The two women seem to know each other, albeit as acquaintances. I believe we met before, right? Briefly. I think you served me when I was at the hotel with Alina. Right. I remember now. You play chess, right? Yes, you asked me to teach you, and when I tried to tell you... And when I tried, your manager yelled at you. Yeah, I mean, I'm not working now. I don't work here, is what I'm trying to say. You want me to teach you chess? I have a mini board in my bag. I know a little bit. Pawns move forward, priests move diagonal, king is useless. Bishops, and you'd be surprised about the king. Do you know what an opening is? Nope. Right, we'll start easy then. Maria sets up the pieces with agile, instinctive quickness while Clara watches diligently, sipping on her drink. While you know very little about chess, instinct tells you that your customers are likely about to witness the biggest beatdowns in chess history. Oh, I mean, I like them together. I like Clara, I like Maria, but I also like Elena. Elliot's over here today. Over on the right. Peter, please be my bestie. Peter, please be my bestie. Peter, please be my bestie. I don't know if this is gonna be enough. A drink, Peter. Please, oh 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 please, 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 please. Please, 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 Peter! Ooh. Ooh! Yes! So level with me. I assume you never went legit. Level with you? My very legitimate enterprises ain't your business. Fine. He shrugs, taking a deep breath. Look, when you see the stuff the Sara police get away with, you start to realize the law is just rules set up by folks who are already following them. I'm about as legit as you are, Speakeasy manager. Our laws protect the powerful. Sure, I can get on board with that sentiment, especially as it flatters me personally. And though the system may be crooked to the core, it chewed you up and spat you out. Somewhere better. Providence, eh? You got out of the game, but somehow you're still in as a speakeasy owner. You sound envious. He takes a long sip of his drink. You know you're right. He does too. Well, I am envious. Twice I tried to get out. First time they needed me for one more big job, and there wasn't exactly an opt-out clause. Second time, well, I got out for a year, but no one treated me any different, and my name wasn't any cleaner. If folks gonna treat me like a villain, I may as well be one. Even when you escape the life stays with you. People remember what you've done, especially when you got a big reminder scratched down one half of your face. Oh my god, I just got chills. Oh, my poor sweet baby Peter. So yeah, I see what you got going on, and I think you got lucky. And maybe I would like to get lucky like that. But then I remember, me and you are in the same position. Both one mistake away from a life in the clink. One little mistake. But, you know what? Don't worry about it. I'm too smart to get caught, you're too lucky. Lucky? Remember that time one of the Minetti boys unloaded his piston gun at the train depot?
How did every slug miss you? Like I said, you always been lucky. And now you gotta keep that lucky streak going, right? Sure. You gotta find the killer. But I can't believe you're looking at me for this. After everything we've been through. You know my style. I ain't never killed anyone ever, right? But just say I did. It would be business, not personal. So there'd be no injections or poisons. Needles are for docs and junkies. I wouldn't be pumping anyone full of poison. Most especially if it made them suffer. Like I said, with me, it's always just business.
Look him in the eye. Peter's gaze softens for a moment. Is he feeling sympathy, anger, regret? He frowns, and for a fraction of a second you see how boyish he looks when he's not scowling. Then he vanishes back into himself and his gaze becomes empty. Why am I getting emotional? What? Stop it. I believe you. Yes! We got Peter's defense! Do you? We'll see. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh! Who's cutting onions in here? My eyes sprung a leak. Oh no. Out of all the things I expected to feel today, emotions was not one of them. God damn it. I knew I liked Peter. Oh. Holy balls. Did you miss me? What makes you ask that? You're unusually friendly. Sometimes I need to talk to someone who doesn't twitch every time I reach into my coat pocket. I get treated like a monster so much I forget I'm not one. Not all the time. We've seen a lot of the same stuff. What the sad music to? Why? Oh, God. Oh. We've seen a lot of the same stuff, and I like that you're straight with me. Not so straight, if you catch my drift. Anyway, I see that little frown in the corner of your mouth. Still, you don't tell me to leave, and you can look me in the eye. That's enough for me. Sorry I frowned. Yeah, maybe it's my imagination. I'd like to think you're happy to see me. I don't think you are, but I'd like to think it. Oh my god, stop. Peter takes a long sip of his drink. Oh my god. It's not Peter! It's not Peter! Here we go! I found the killer! It's right over here! You can't see him behind my face, but it's not Peter! Evening barkeep, hey! Okay, yeah, but we got, it's not his style. I know Peter. After our heart-to-heart, I believe he cannot be the culprit. Peter may be a criminal, but he is not a killer, and never has been. Are you pulling my leg? Don't let your sentiment for Wagner cloud your judgment. Bartender. I didn't do it, I promise. It's not an alibi. I know him. He's not your man. Oh, fine. I suppose he's more of a common street thug than a serial killer. He's off the hook for now. But you'd do well to be a little more professional and stop making googly eyes at one of our suspects. I will not. You can't make me. Okay. Fucking, I've given you enough time. I need you to name your suspect. What are your findings? I have them in my notebook. Who are you accusing? Elliot. I'm interested in hearing your thoughts on him. He's managed to avoid most of my questions. Why would Elliot Lynn kill Natalia Reed? What's his motive? She rejected his advances. Elliot may try to hide it, but he holds some questionable views about women. He didn't hide it very well yesterday. And if Natalia rejected him, he does not have the maturity to handle that well. I have seen entitlement, self-hatred, and resentment in young men like him before. Dangerous. Do you have evidence connecting Elliot Lynn to Natalia's death? The lighter at the scene belongs to him. So he's missing his lighter, and the one we have in evidence matches the decorations on his cigarette case. This sounds very convincing. Wait, are you sure about this? Once I present your case, there's no going back. I'm confident, yes. Very well. I will go present your findings to my superiors and return when I have the results. Rest assured, I will be back. Until then. Okay, fucking now what? I don't want to talk to Wendy. I really don't. Hi, Claire. Quick, you gotta set me up. I'm in desperate need of a drink. Oh, let's get her shwasted. Nothing too strong. I have work tomorrow. We need something at a 7? Holy shit, Claire. Okay, you know, Sure, we'll go with this.
Ooh, yay, she likes it.
Okay, what do you think of Maria?
She's very pretty. I mean, that's what everyone else thinks, and I guess they're right. She's so delicate and well-dressed, not to mention smart.
Oh. Good luck, girly. I don't want to talk to Wendy. Fuck Wendy. She's snooty and bitchy, and I don't like her. Ooh, calendar. The calendar becomes available in the home office after a case has been submitted. You can use it to skip forward to the day of the deadline if you don't want to spend the remaining days serving drinks and socializing with your customers. Yes, please. There we go. Yes, skip to the day of the deadline. We go. There might be more things we can talk about. I don't know. Maybe some romance pairings we can do. I don't know. On the day of the deadline, Hugo returns to the bar an hour before it opens. Constable Mertens, we're not open yet, I'm afraid. Hugo's expression breaks and he smiles. His eyes light up and he roughly pats you on the shoulder. Good work, bartender. You found the culprit and helped me secure my promotion. We should celebrate, and we're certainly in the right place to do so. What flavor would you like to celebrate with? Surprise me. Anything will have a taste of success in it at this point. All right. I'll give him his favorite, I suppose. A toast to a safer Bukovi. Hell yeah. Imagine if I fucked up his drink now. Very nice. Ah, that hit the spot. Coffee may be bitter, but victory tastes so sweet. I can't wait to see their faces back at the station when we put Elliot away for good. He'll never see daylight again. Our case is watertight. Good job, sport. Good job. Hugo flips his notebook closed and looks down at his drink. It's empty. For a moment you wonder whether he'll order another, but instead he meets your eye. It looks like he's just come to a decision. This partnership ended up being a profitable one. I made the right choice when I asked you for help. Glad to help. We made quite the team. My intuition, insight, and deduction, and your legwork. I wonder, would you do this all over again? Oh, is this gonna lead us to future cases? I'd like to try more detective work. Well, that might be a possibility. Where'd the music go? But not for a while, a year at least? What are you talking about? I'm gonna have to book you? Even if you helped catch a killer, this establishment is still illegal, and what you're doing is a crime! Are you serious? I am. When I first came here, I told you I had 2 weeks to catch the killer. I lied. I gave myself 2 weeks before I would shut this place down. The law is the law, and now we have the killer. I can catch 2 birds with 1 stone. That's not even the phrase! It's kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Quite, I'm taking your cooperation into account when I put in a good word. You're still being charged, and with your history, I'm not sure anything I say can save you. You betrayed me! Yes, whatever, I'm a man with a job, and that job is catching criminals. Why did you think this story would have a happy ending? But we have more cases! He finally stands up, putting the notebook into his inner pocket. You feel numb as you watch him fix the creases on his coat. It's a shame. Some of the squires at the station could learn a thing or two about police work from you. Let's keep things moving. I have to cuff you. Next chapter. That was just the prologue. I was right. That was just the prologue. Holy shit, this is gonna be a long-ass game. Well, we caught Elliot. Solved the case. Whew! Okay. We found 28 out of 29 clues? Really? We served 41 cocktails. Most served cocktail was the copper bullet. And our highest affection was with Peter. Peter! Wait for me, Peter! No, Peter! No! He said I was so lucky. And my luck just ran out. Wait for me, Peter. I'll come back for you. I promise. We'll meet again. I swear we will. And then we can skip off into the sunset together. God damn it, I'm so fucking pissed. Fuck Hugo, shit ass, fuck ass, ass.